Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another fire-ass episode of Let Me Just Say. I'm your host, Giuseppe, and here's my Actually, I'm not even the host. I'm just a co-host guy with a big beard. So here is my partner in crime, Jesse, a.k.a. More Dodger Blues.
What up?
I should know this,
Yeah, I hope. I mean, I'm pretty famous.
So today we have a jam-packed show. There has been
excited.
a lot. Yeah, there's been a lot going down in the last week because it's been exactly a week since we last discussed what was going on in the universe. And
yes, sir.
I really enjoyed last week's episode and how you ended it with that little Unsolved Mysteries montage thingy.
Yeah, it felt really cool when I edited that. I felt like I was like, super high value production based employee. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
You should definitely be getting paid more than $0 an hour for this. Is all I'm saying.
Buy some shirts. If you need the link, I'll send it after this podcast. But yeah, buy some shirts. Maybe.
Oh man, I like those Road Dog shirts too.
Yeah, man,
except for like the pictures I see, I have a slight problem because they're like in mirror mode, so it looks like you're driving, and I can't have that. I can't have that on my conscience.
I promise I'm in the passenger seat in real life.
I have all
Why does it do that? Why can't iPhones figure out how to, like, if I'm gonna take a selfie, flip it so that it's supposed to be like how it's supposed to be? Like, I want my selfie to be like you're actually looking at me, not like it's reversed. Like, why can't they figure that out?
But mine is. Mine doesn't do the mirror thing. I thought you guys were all doing it to be like trendy and cool. And I thought I was not the cool one.
I think when you take a selfie, like forward facing, like it reverses because for some reason, like I don't hit any options or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm doing a selfie.
Let's compare. I'll do one as well.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Am I sending it to you? Is this good radio?
I mean,
just send it right to you. All right, so we are both taking selfies. Jesse's is going to be way more handsome than mine.
I gotta just hang on a second.
And now I'm sending it to him. And we are going to see what's going on with the iPhone and if we have to kick Tim Cook's ass or not. Is it still Tim Cook? Is he the iPhone guy?
I don't know, but I'm going to tweet these two selfies.
Oh, that's dope. I feel like that was definitely my best angle I could have had.
I mean, do you want to send another one?
No, I don't. Dude, have you seen the shit that I put out on the internet? I have no shame, no moral standing. What else is the big words? Doesn't matter. So, should we just dive right on into this stuff? Did yours come out? And I didn't even ask. Is yours a mirror? Did yours mirror?
I don't know. Here. Oh, I should have sent me.
No, that's fine. I can check the tweetmosphere.
I don't know. See, now that one reads. I don't know, man. I'm just confused by. I'm confused by camera technology, man.
It's rough. I'm
an audio guy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I gotta find my notes again because man, your boy been prepared since.
How long are you home for?
I was only supposed to be home. I was supposed to get home today, and then be home till Tuesday. But the way things sit. I got home 2 nights ago, and I'm just gonna head out on Monday night, and so I'm here till Monday. But it's weird because I'm supposed to be this over the road trucker that never sees his family, and I've seen my family like the last 3 weekends. Yeah, like we're all sick of each other. So so I'm here till Monday. I'm gonna spend the old Mother's Day week. Oh, speaking of Mother's Day, I gotta see.
Fuck, man, I forgot it's Mother's Day this Sunday, huh?
Yeah, but that's what I was going to forget. I did put them down in these notes, but I need a Joan update. How are we doing? How is Joan?
Joan's good. She's been heavily looking at properties out here recently on the old Zillow website and sending them to me like crazy. Like, just
I'm excited.
Yeah, she's just been texting houses left and right, asking me about the neighborhood and all this shit, like what it's like out here. And, she wants to move because she's sick and tired of like snow for 7 months a year. She's just over that. A little too much property to handle back there for her now. So but she's just also concerned because like everybody who's never like she's been to California, but we went to like San Francisco when we were younger. So like she just thinks like all of California is kind of like the hustle and bustle of like San Francisco, where it's like traffic all the time and like hard to just kind of get around and everything's a pain in the dick, sort of. Whereas here it's not like that at all. Like I can get places pretty conveniently fast. So, but she still wants to see what it's like. But yeah, she's been sending me some houses, and I think she's really starting to get serious about making the old commitment to move
Dude,
west.
That's gonna be. She's gonna just take care of her boy like 24. You thought she was going nuts with the boxes like before when she lived across the country, man. I can't wait till she lives next door.
I
It's gonna be your fridge will never be empty. You'll never be hungry. You're gonna be fat like me. So that's cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to eat lasagna like fucking 4 times a week and like then be like, well, I don't even fit in the podcast screen in here anymore when I'm recording on Skype.
Yeah.
It was funny though that she sent me the house directly next door to mine. That it's for
oh yeah, I forgot you showed me it was for sale.
Yeah, so
I
was like, yeah, I think it's nice. It's a pretty nice house. I never seen the inside of it, but it's got a dope ass pool in the backyard that I'm jealous of because I always like look through the crack like just to see what it's like to live the high life of having a pool because I don't have a pool.
Not in a peeping Tom fashion, obviously.
No, when no one's home. Like I just wanted to see what it's two like older people that live there, so I wouldn't be peeping on anybody. I mean,
I don't
maybe.
And we're judgment free zone.
Okay.
I'll sound the alarm if I start judging you.
So Joan's good. She's knee surgery. She was supposed to have knee surgery here coming up soon, but obviously it's like an elective knee surgery, so it's on hold right now. Doctors are, any type of elective surgery is kind of taking a back seat, obviously, to keeping people alive.
Yeah, so. Roger that. So shout out to Joan. I can't wait till she's on the West Coast. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's exciting for her. We'll see how see how it goes.
All right. And then Donnie's fine. She's up there.
Oh yeah,
it's fine. No, it's.
I seen her on Facebook though. I stalk your Facebook page just to see all your YouTube fans. Yeah. So I see her once in a while. So proud of her baby boy.
Yeah.
So proud.
Shout out Donnie. She better not ever listen to this. All right. So let's just. Should we just start with the because in my notes here they're pretty much sequenced in time from
when things were happening.
Yeah, kind of. Do you want to just bounce around or what?
I
mean, do you have one you want to talk about first? All right, here we go. Here we go. Ready? First one?
Yep.
Like the instant we signed off last week, murder hornets showing up to our front door. I can't believe they waited till after we got done so that this is. But actually, no. I'm glad we waited a week. We kind of got to digest the murder hornet situation, and from. Other than the one video I saw where they did work on a little beehive, I've only been seeing them getting their asses kicked left and right.
Oh, you didn't see the video of one single murder hornet taking a mouse down?
Okay, I saw that. But I mean, are we sure that mouse wasn't sick? Did they inject it with some heroin or something like it was a tweaker? Or
I don't know,
what kind
but
of mouse situation that was.
Yeah.
Do you I go right to the conspiracy side of that?
Yeah. Maybe the mouse was mentally handicapped or something like that. I don't know why it wasn't running away, but let me just say I'm scared of bees, hornets, generally all types of them. Like the fucking ones that all it's going to happen is you get a little red welt for a couple hours and then it's fine. I don't like those. So now you're introducing one that's can murder people. Like why? Yeah. I haven't done much research because I'm trying to just ignore it. Like maybe it'll go away. But why murder? Because is it killing people?
I think that's what I saw. If you let it do work on you for enough time, it could kill you. But I mean, what kind of idiot's going to let a hornet sit there and sting them for over and over and over and over again? Like, get out of here. Unless it's a bunch of them. Damn, what if there's a bunch of them? Then
if there's a bunch of them,
you got to find water. I wonder if they can.
Macaulay Culkin in my ass. I'm gonna be fucking in the casket, bro. And fucking, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's over for me because I'm very fearful of hornets in general.
Get a praying mantis. You saw that thing?
Well, no, what?
You didn't see the praying mantis. I don't know. Okay, I don't know how they set this up, but there's like a little big ass murder hornet right here, and then a praying mantis right here, and the murder hornet's just like chilling right here. Like I don't know if he's suntanning or something, but then that praying mantis said, "Boop," and then just for like the next 5 minutes, just ate his head off.
Oh my god, I hate insects, bro. What are fucking insects good for, bro? For real, what do they do? What?
Dude,
name me 5 benefits of insects.
I'm sure
there's some nerd out there that will, but fucking insects are useless.
Yeah, per se, they will correct you.
I know
on the insect thing. So, but no, I hate them because they fill up my windshield full of guts. Like when I'm trying to do 65 down the old I-5 corridor there. Just a real pain in the butt.
As a trucker, is like always combating because you just have that flat ass windshield that is just like a bug catcher, and like that shit drives me crazy. Like staring out the window, and it's all fucked up, and like that's happening to me now since I took this new job and I have to drive like 45 minutes to work, whereas previously it was like a 5-minute drive. So my car was like immaculate at all times when I was working out. Now I literally have, it's just like, and my car's white, so it's just a bug magnet, and it's frustrating. So what are they good for? Nothing. Don't tell me honey.
No, they're not good for honey. No, we can make it, like science can make our own honey, can't they?
Yeah, I agree.
mean, people are freaking out like if bees die, then they won't pollinate the shit, man. Get some like fake pollen or fake whatever bees are doing. Like they're just having sex on flowers. Is that how it works?
Some guy needs a job. He can go out somewhere with a little spray can and just.
That's how it works. Exactly. Get one of those those little biplanes. Remember, like the dude,
yeah,
freaking cousin Eddie when he was flying. Yeah, he's flying the plane in Independence Day.
Yeah.
Just get him in one of those. And then just put like, whatever, bee jizz all over the flowers.
Fuck bees, hornets, spiders, flies, mosquitoes, all those motherfuckers. They are good for nothing but annoyance.
Yeah, did you say spiders? Because if you say them again, I don't think they heard. So yeah, fuck spiders.
Yeah. I told you I one time got a spider bite and it turned into ringworm, and it was a horrible experience.
Oh. I watched 1,000 Ways to Die once, and this idiot had like all these exotic, stupid animals like reptiles and bugs and stuff. He let a black widow bite him because he wanted to build up his immunity or whatever. What do you call that? I don't know. So it made him sick, and then he like basically then he became delirious and knocked over like all the aquariums that he had, like all the snakes, and that's how this show went. And he basically got eaten alive because.
You know what?
Still kind of in it, but I'm like, yeah, you deserve that.
Yeah, exactly. That's fucking deserved, bro. Like get out of here, Steve Irwin. You need to have a fucking zoo, in your house. You fucking idiot. That's what you get, man. Fucking goddamn.
That's why these apartments charge all them pet fees.
Yep.
Guys like him. All right, so we're on the same page with murder hornets. We don't want them here.
Yeah, no, I want nothing to do with any type of murder, anything, no matter what it is. I don't care if it's murder kitty cats. I'm out.
Oh man, murder kitty cat. So lions? We already saw that. The Tiger King.
Well, yeah, I guess I like lions. I don't want them to go anywhere. They're kind of cute.
All right, so speaking and murder hornets, it came from Japan or something, right? All right, good, because that leads me to my next. That leads me to my next topic: Korean Baseball League, the KBO. I think I know where you stand. Yeah, let's talk about it. I saw everybody getting really geeked out about it, and they all picked a team.
Yep.
I don't even know I don't know anything about it other than what I see on the old timeline of people pretending like they care, and like they're really going to keep caring when it's baseball season for real here. I don't see that happening. I didn't even bother taking the time. I saw a few clips of guys doing bat flips and striking out looking funny, but I definitely don't care. I don't really believe these people care. I think that if Twitter didn't even exist, nobody would care.
Yeah.
Because it's just a thing where everybody wants to feel like engaged and, like build unity amongst the coalition of Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is, and then in a sports-starved population, you give us a little, like the little chum in the water, and we're just like sharks. It's just we all come, and then so let's get your thoughts on this whole thing. KBO,
yeah, go. Crackheads, man. It's just like a crackhead. We're just feeding, so we'll take anything we can get, even if it's the fucking bottom of the barrel product that's on the streets. But I mean, let's be honest here. The KBO didn't just begin a month ago. Like if you loved it so much, you would have been watching it every year for its existence. Like, and I know some people are just like, oh, it's just something. You're staying up till like 2 in the morning to watch it, so it's not just something. If it was on at like 5 in the afternoon, like when regular baseball, or 7 o'clock at night, and I was like cruising the channel, I was like, okay, maybe I'll stop on it just to. But you're staying up till 1, 2 in the morning just to watch it, like that's like what do you do? What do you mean? Like, get out of here. And like you said, when baseball comes back, are you going to literally watch your team at 7 o'clock at night up to 10 o'clock at night? Then what? You're going to just take a little break, then you're going to get back up and watch your KBO team from fucking 1 in the morning till 4 in the. Like, what is that? Because that's what I expect from everybody who's like, oh yeah, I'm team Dinos and team Lions and fucking Tigers and Bears. Oh my, like, what are you talking about? You not just don't trick yourself into this. It's okay to just be bored and watch it, but you're staying up till 2 in the morning to watch it. That's way too much fucking effort. So, I mean, to each their own. Enjoy it, but let's not fake the funk and like pretend like you're gonna get a tattoo next week of your favorite KBO team and start changing your profile pictures to these Korean baseball players. Like, please stop it. Just turn Netflix back on for me.
Lest we forget that I think it was about 3 weeks ago when people were all excited about the Taiwan League.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard shit about the Monkeys or anybody else. That they were all excited about that either. So, yeah, this KBO thing's going to be fun while it lasts. But as soon as July rolls around and your own team starts pissing you off in real life, you're not going to give a damn.
Yeah, exactly. Like, whatever. Just fucking enjoy the bat flip highlights that get tweeted around Twitter, but don't tell me you're staying up watching 9 innings of baseball at 1 in the morning. Like, go team, go. Fuck out of here.
So you didn't enjoy the product?
I mean, I don't. All I saw was bat flips. That's it. Like, and that's cool and all. Yeah. I love that. I'm a bat flip guy. Bat flip to the moon. That's entertaining. Yeah. But how can I get into something I gotta learn fucking 30 different guys all brand new? Like, I don't know who. Like, am I gonna go on and research stats to know who's like, yeah, I know if you're hitting in a 3-4 hole, you're probably the power hitter and you're probably one of the better players on the team, but I gotta remember all these guys' names and like, no thank you. I'll just continue to bitch about there being no sports and wait for my real team to come around, because I don't want to. It's not even fair to the KBO teams. You know what? This is my new stance. I feel like you're being fake, and that they're now like you. If I'm a player on the KBO, I'm like, don't even root for me, bro. Okay, because you weren't rooting for me. Where were you a week ago, dog? And where will you be a month from now? I don't even want you as my fan right now, because I know you're faking the funk, and I know that once your real boyfriend shows back up, you're not even going to pay attention to me anymore. You know, that's how I feel. Sorry.
No, go off, King. Yeah. Well, I forget. Hate me now, love me later. What's 50 Cent say? Doesn't matter. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I guess we agree on that. But I don't think we're going to agree on this next topic. Wait, something just popped into my head. Something just popped in my head that I want to talk about. I don't have it written down, but I noticed a picture earlier this week. You, no shirt, in black and white, and then in color. Yeah. And if I were you, why do you even wear shirts?
I mean, because it's
you just did that move right there. Wait, you just did that move right there, and your traps were popping, bro.
I just rolled them a little.
Oh God, don't do that, man. Because I'm gonna hang on. Oh God, that was boner alert.
Oh shit. I mean, it's not socially acceptable to just walk around without a shirt on, I guess. But
live in California, is 900 degrees out.
Right now it is. Yeah, I went for a walk today, and I almost thought about doing that, but I just feel like kind of a douchebag because I've made fun of guys in the past. No shirt guys. Like, when I'm rolling around the house, generally in the summertime, I'm a no shirt guy because it's hot, whatever. But outside, no shirt guys. I mean, it's a tough move to pull off. And like have everybody not be like, look at this fucking guy with his nipples out. Like, get the fuck out of here. So
they can fuck right off. I got pecs like that. I can tell you that right now.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I appreciate all the love, but I feel like I
DMs
was told
fill
that I
up?
need
Or
to
what?
I,
What was the
I need to hit the
situation?
gym is what I was told
Did you
by a
get
couple.
3 or 4 DMs, 5, 10,
No,
double digits?
I don't get any.
I don't feel like you're telling the truth right now. That's
I don't.
fine.
I didn't. I appreciate it though. I mean, you're making me feel good about myself.
I mean,
I don't
it's
know if I
black and
deserve.
white
Was
too,
it
man.
a
That was
douchebag move? Like, I
no.
mean,
What, are you serious, dude? Have you
well, I
seen
mean,
the
'cause
selfies I post right now? Can you
last time I
imagine if I ever got any kind of definition anywhere? I would just be doing work with I would throw all my shirts right into the ocean, and then I would just take nonstop selfies, and I would start an OnlyFans.
well, I mean, I wish everybody would post shirtless pics.
Oh,
And when I
easy,
say everyone,
easy. Never.
I mean everybody, so that we can all be equal. But shout out to my haters who had a problem with that. I know there's a lot of people who probably behind the scenes called me a jerk off for doing it, but whatever.
Welcome.
Hate yourself, not me, bitch.
Actually, you know what? Let's just get right into that then. The
Okay.
haters. How about the no picture having hoes, quote
Oh
unquote?
my.
Hang on. Let me just step back from the mic. Let you go off, King.
You know what? I don't understand why it's always those dudes that's always like, listen, I love talking shit. It's probably one of my top 5 favorite things to do in the world. We all know that. But why can't you just be a little bit more creative than to instantly go and attack someone's looks when you don't even have a profile picture? And I know if you were confident enough in your looks, you would have a fucking profile picture. So well, maybe 75% of the time, because I've met a couple of people who ended up being pretty attractive who didn't have a profile picture, but they're generally women and they don't have a profile picture because they don't want creepazoids to fucking end up in their DMs. But the dudes out there with no profile picture who just be going after women's looks or, you know, a dude's whatever, you are such a clown ass bitch because I guarantee that when you are sitting behind the computer typing those things, you're so sweaty sticking to that leather chair seat because you weigh about 295 and your fucking mom is upstairs yelling that the lasagna is done and you need to come up and eat some before it gets cold. Why don't you just shut the fuck up and think of something better? Just one time in your life, take a second and think of a better diss than to be like, oh, look at this chick. She's too tan or she's got a fucking, her eyes are too far spaced apart. I don't know. Whatever you're saying, I just be fucking better for me. How hard is it to just think of a diss that doesn't have to include someone's looks? Could you tell me?
Oh no, I can't. I don't. I mean, those guys are the worst. I'm with you.
So
Are
I
you good?
tweeted out that
Yeah.
I think anytime you want to do something like that, you need to include your picture. And I got a lot of people in agreement. And that's if you want to call someone a fatso and say that their face looks like it's been ran over and hit by a fucking bag of wrenches, then you can just post up your selfie with it, and I'm perfectly fine with it. If you want to cut that deep on someone, put up a smiling pic of you after you tell them that, and I'm good. Just that's all. That's the rules. It's now a new rule. Everyone follow it. I set it in place. If you don't like it, too fucking bad, okay? Because I say what goes on Twitter now just because I said it. So there we go. Fuck all those people.
Do we want to get specific? Because I have a thing here where it just says 5 straight minutes of bashing Troy, and all that
Yeah,
clown could come up with was prison tats.
yeah. He just kept saying that I needed to hit the gym, even, but like wouldn't post his picture one fucking time,
No,
man. Like
that's
Troy,
yeah. Go ahead.
bro, your name is Troy. Like you, your parents must hate you first off because that name's terrible.
He's
Sorry.
definitely got pepperoni nipples. Wears his
uh,
shirt in the pool.
Yeah, oh yeah. And it's okay to be like self-conscious about yourself when you see someone else that maybe looks better than you, but you don't have to hate on them. There's another way around it, bro. Maybe you should do some fucking push-ups, bitch, and then you can have a chest like mine and some traps that are popping. I don't know what else to say, Troy. I'm sorry that it instantly went to your heart because you saw me getting a little attention and you getting none. All right? Like, my bad for that, bro. I can't help it that whatever. I can't help it that my mom has some good genetics and my dad, and they popped out this beautiful baby. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to hide that from the world? Don't think so.
He's got a beer gut that won't quit either. And he wears a fanny pack right under it, and sometimes he can't get to the zipper because the faux pas is in the way. And so then he tries to do the side maneuver, but then that squeezes his love handle on the right side too much. So then he starts losing feeling in his legs, and the compression socks that he's wearing are now becoming really too tight and uncomfortable. So then he's got to take those bad boys off, but he's got to unvelcro his kicks there. And he can't the dudes that can't like lace them up all the way. So,
bro, I've been waiting for you to finish so I could say I definitely know that he puts his foot up on a chair to put his shoe on and get it tied, or Velcro. I was just waiting for you to stop so I could say it. So I'm glad we're on the same page of Troy having to fucking pull his ankles all the way up to his chest just to tie his shoes because he can't get past his gut.
No, he's breathing heavy too. Fucking Troy, why don't you go to the gym and make yourself better? Okay, this is coming from a guy. I'm in elite physical condition right now, as everybody can see. I just be posting fat pics online just to catfish the opposite way. It's like the opposite of that. What is it called? A dogfish? Doesn't matter. Who cares? But Troy, you can go ahead and go fuck right off. That's time. That's 5 minutes. Good job.
Troy, be like and subscribe though.
Oh yeah, definitely share this because we just made you famous. You're welcome. Should we make that a shirt? Hey Troy, like and subscribe. Be like Troy.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea, man.
I think he had 4 followers. Not that I don't care about that, but I'm just saying, like,
when I not have more than 4 though. Come on, bro.
Like, porn bots alone make up at least 35 to 40.
Fucking be better, Troy, bro. Just one time for me.
I know.
I'm upset with myself that I gave him attention, but
no, I had it in the notes.
You gotta just punch down, man. It can't always be ignore. Sometimes you gotta punch down, man, and that's just what I did.
You get those yappy dogs right around your ankles there, and you just get tired of getting nipped at. You just kind of give them a little quick pop,
Yeah, just let them remind them.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, what he was coming at you with was so like when all you have is the same.
Yeah, recycled. Just said in a different way.
Yeah, like prison tats. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Like, have you? Troy should have to go to prison for 30 days just for that comment alone, and he would never make it.
No, like, Troy's
he would definitely get his dinner stolen every night. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's holding pockets by day 2.
I watched 30 Days In. I know what that means.
All right, thank you.
Okay, let me regather here. Okay, so we had a tweet that went out that a lady was accusing a professional ball player from the Houston area of sliding into her DMs.
Oh, yeah.
And the situation goes a little something like this, that he apparently was like showing her a lot of attention. And then when she brought up his wife, this player's wife, he all of a sudden blocked her on all platforms.
Yeah.
Now, you have a take? I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I am like somewhere in the middle. Do you want to start with where you're at, and then I'll go where I'm at?
That's fine, because we all know where I stand. So here's the thing. This woman might be telling a complete fabricated story. Well, here's the thing. It was from like what? 2017 or something like that. So
I should have definitely got more facts before we brought this up.
I'm pretty sure it was from a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So like, why now? If it's clout, if this was all for clout, why now? Because there's been like, okay, you can say because she saw Jose Altuve slander and she was like, oh, this is my chance. I'm pretty sure we've been seeing Jose Altuve slander on the fucking timeline now for almost a year. Right. So she had plenty of other opportunities to try and get some clout with that quote tweet. And like the funny part about it is like, I get it. Like these guys are trying to defend it. But if this came out and it was Cody Bellinger, I would be like, well, I mean, he's a baseball player. That doesn't mean he's not just a regular human man. So maybe he made some mistakes and, slid. Like I wouldn't see it as unbelievable. Like, And like the people were like, "Oh, she's not even attractive." Like, how do you know what Jose Altuve is attracted to? Because you could have a wife that and you post up a picture of her on Twitter, and I'd be like, "Yo, your wife's not good looking, bro." But you are in love with her, and you think she's the most beautiful woman in the world, right? So that could be the same case for Jose Altuve. Just because you don't think this woman is attractive, didn't mean that he didn't. And like, so there was a bunch of fans from Houston that were all like dragging her and saying she's just a hoe and she's just trying to get people to sign up for OnlyFans, blah, blah, blah. But you want to know, like, and I fought with them for a while, but the funniest thing is I saw a day later, and I quote tweeted it, that someone literally from Houston who had a wife that worked for the Astros confirm that his wife was also like someone who Jose Altuve tried to go after while she was working for the organization. So it's not like, and he was pretty open and upfront about, hey, this is how it went down. Like, it is what it is. I'm an Astros fan, but I'm going to be honest and say that, yo, Jose Altuve tried the same type of shit with my wife. Like, when he was married as well. So, like, just because he's your favorite baseball player and he's this little fucking guy who's always smiling and everybody thinks he's just a great person, let me tell you something. Ted Bundy was smiling all the time too, but he was still murdering people on the weekends. So you just don't know what you're dealing with. You can't just, because he's good at baseball, think that he's not a fucking scumbag, because he might be a scumbag. And I put it pretty simply. If he'll watch his whole team cheat an entire league, why wouldn't he cheat on his own wife? If he's such a stand-up guy, like, yeah, I know it's hard to go against the whole clubhouse, but if you think there's no possibility that Jose Altuve would ever slide into a chick's DMs, well, you got to think that he'd never cheat an entire league to try and win a championship. So, listen, I know he's your favorite player. You don't always have to defend your favorite players. You don't have to drag a woman because she just said, "Yo, remember this one time fucking 4 years ago that Jose Altuve tried to slide into my DMs?" It's not that unbelievable, people. He's got a dick. Sometimes it thinks for itself.
Allegedly.
So, I mean, maybe it didn't happen, but I don't think it's as far-fetched as fucking people made it out to be. That's my problem with it. It's like everybody was like, no fucking way this happened. Why not? Why can it not happen? If you told me 2 years ago that they were banging trash cans, I would have been like, what are you fucking talking about, bro? That can't even be that just sounds like a stupid fucking movie. But here we are, bro. They were fucking Tommy Leeing a trash can in the dugout to try and win baseball game. So I could see Jose Altuve trying to get some titties on Snapchat one time.
So I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea how faithful Jose Altuve is. And the part where you bring up his fidelity versus, cheating to win a World Series. Yeah. I don't think those two are mutually exclusive. I don't know what mutually exclusive really means. I hear a lot of people on the radio say it, so I just said it. I think it's what I think it means.
Okay.
But I don't think necessarily one has to do with the other. So,
Fair.
like, I feel like I'm very faithful to my wife.
Yes.
But should the situation arise where I'm a professional athlete and I'm worried about making a lot of money, and I just got my eyes on the prize, and I'm like, all I got to do is listen for a trash can bang, and I know a curveball's coming, and I'm about to just light it up. I mean, I don't know. I've never been put in that situation. I like to think my moral integrity would be above that, but like you say, when you got a whole clubhouse that's doing it, and anyways, we're not going to get into that, but I think my biggest problem, I'm like, I need more proof, because obviously professional athletes have a pretty good reputation of just fucking everything, And so, I mean, I'm a fan of the 86 Mets. God knows everything they put their dicks into. I mean,
Strawberry was like fucking in the clubhouse.
Oh yeah, probably. But I feel like this day and age where we saw with Fires, I mean, we saw the girl had his booty, like his butt cheeks were out there. So the fact that all she had was like that little page where it shows Snapchat people that are talking to her, and I guess you can even change the name, so you don't even know if that was real. I just feel like if this really happened and she was really out to get him or something, like she would have screen capped a few more times than that.
Well, I agree, but maybe at the time she was trying to be loyal, but she was also just trying to flex a little bit to her friend, her girlfriend, you know. So she was just like, "Hey, I don't really want to show that he sent his dick to me, but I just want to like get a little flex, like, cause let
Yeah,
me just say, if like just if Jessica Alba Snapchats me, dog,
yeah,
like with their titties out,
yeah,
I'm probably gonna let you know. I'm probably gonna just try and be like, "Hey, dog, I gotta tell somebody. I gotta tell somebody this." So I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna show you because I don't want to invade her privacy or whatever you call that. But dude, look at this. And, you know. So, but I agree. Like, it could all be just made up because clout is a fucking hell of a drug, man.
yeah.
You
But I
know.
think
But
that's the problem that her naysayers are having. And especially Astros fans, they've had a few hell of a few months, man. My
yeah,
mouth almost just fell out right there. But they've had a hell of a few months
yeah,
defending their squad. So now they're just like the honeybees when the murder hornets come around. They're just
yeah,
they're trying to fend everybody off.
yeah. Fair
And
enough.
I mean, if you put yourself in their shoes, which you don't want to, I understand because whatever.
Yeah.
But I just that kind of blew up, and I want to talk about it. And you know what? If Altuve is cheating on his wife, then fuck him.
Yeah, I just don't think it's completely 100% unbelievable. Do I believe it happened? I don't know. Do I think it could happen? 100%. That's all I'm saying. You can't just be like, "Oh, that's all fake." And then turn around and when you see something that you want to be real, be like, "Well, this is definitely real." You know?
Yeah,
You have to like she might be just a clout monster. I don't
yeah.
know. She
But I mean,
follows me
also,
now though, so I apologize.
oh,
Well,
maybe
yeah,
tell her to
we
like and subscribe.
yeah,
And if this
should have
offended
had her
her,
on.
yeah, you should have. Oh, we should have had her. We blew
Bro, I
it.
didn't even think of that till now.
Fucking
Could you?
blew it.
We would have got. Fuck.
Fuck. We got to regroup now.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
might ask her if she wants to come on and tell her side of the story sometime, but I doubt she really wants to do that.
I doubt it. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Awkward conversation for us to have as well. Tell us about the time that Jose Altuve allegedly Snapchat you his pee.
And then how like all the Houston fan base just basically called you
Shit
every
on.
name in the book.
Yeah, yeah.
How
Like,
did that make you feel?
yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway.
so we go from a situation like that where we're not real sure to a situation like this where something happened,
Uh-oh.
something funky happened. It was me, sorry. Somebody Snapchatting me. Anyway, so wow, that's weird. Somebody's Snapchatting me. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Who was it? Jose
oh,
Altuve?
yeah, he's it's PP whack time. Anyways, so I don't know if you saw. I know you saw it, but I have to say it like this. I don't know if you saw Earl Thomas, the whole situation with that.
Wow.
I watched a 10-minute YouTube breakdown of this whole situation. Bad thing for me is I watched it 2 days ago, so we're relying on my memory right now of
Yeah.
what I saw.
Hmm.
So basically, if I can break it down here, he lives in the Austin area. He has a brother. His wife, they got in a fight or something like that. She accused him of cheating. He was like, "No, be you crazy," and he left. And she didn't know where he went. This could all be wrong. I feel like I'm right. Am I good so far?
Yeah, I think pretty
Okay.
sure that's how it went down.
So then after a while, she didn't know where he was at. And so
Hmm.
she checked the old Snapchat and the little feature that shows the location. She saw where it was. And I think she saw like pictures of him with females. So right there, she was
Well,
like,
it shows you like other mode. Well, no, I think you have to be friends with them. So maybe it was like his brother, and I don't know. I didn't
no,
hear that part of the story.
she like, no, she got into his Snapchat. Like she knew his
Oh,
password or something. And
oh
she
my
saw the
God, bro.
pictures. But this all happened back in like a couple weeks ago. So
Yeah, it,
it's
it
just
did
now coming
stay
out.
low pretty
Yes.
long,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
And then TMZ got their filthy little mitts on it and they just exposed. But
Yeah.
anyways, so she went ahead and strapped up and grabbed her crew and
I
headed on
mean,
over to this Airbnb where she busted down the door or something, and found Earl Thomas and his brother butt naked in the same bed with females. And she went ahead and went off on him, put the gun
yeah.
to his head, which she said she didn't think was loaded. She just wanted to scare him. And then come to find out, she did not realize there was a round in the chamber. So if she would have tried some stuff like, well, let me just scare you by pulling the trigger, that could have really got ugly
Jesus
fast.
Christ.
And so yeah, she was doing some things, and Earl Thomas went ahead and put out a little video to try and get ahead of the situation, where he said things like, stuff like this happens.
I
And I'm
mean,
just out here trying to live, and stuff like this happens. Now, I've never had anything like this happen.
you're missing a whole part of the story, bro.
This is where you come in to fill me in, bro.
All right.
I told you my memory's
She
switched.
she busted in on him with another female and his biological brother. Not like brother, like, yo, this is my brother. Like, Joe's his biological brother in bed together, naked.
I said that.
Oh, you did?
You weren't listening.
I didn't hear I was retweeting the selfie picture. Maybe I missed
Mother.
that part. But all right. Anyway,
I said they were in bed naked with other women.
okay. I'm
damn it.
sorry. Sometimes
this is my own medicine. You owe me so many more of these.
yeah, exactly. Here's the thing: when you're the host, or when you're the co-host, as me, and I'm waiting for the topic, I'm trying to like gather my thoughts the whole time and like get ready what I'm going to say. So sometimes I'm like, and I'm sure you're doing the same, or you just ignore me when I'm talking, one of the two, but like I'm trying to gather my thoughts and like try to have something. So anyway, he's in bed with his and how can he say things like this just happen? Like, I have a brother. I have never seen his penis. I have never tag teamed another woman with him. Now, I'm okay if that's your thing in terms of you like to have threesomes with another dude and a chick. If that's how you get off, fine. But maybe choose somebody that doesn't share your same DNA, because that's where it gets a little bit strange. Like, could you imagine if your brother busted a nut and got some cum all over you in the middle of a threesome? Could you imagine if he threw a hot load out there and it landed on your chest or some shit like that? You never live that down, bro. I mean, I assume maybe they're wearing condoms. I don't know, but there's just too many bad things that can come out of having sex with another woman and someone that's related to you. I don't see the benefits from it. And it sounds like they're very close, and this is something they really do often, because I saw tweets that got dug up about how when it was his bachelor party and like his brother was tweeting like, I'm here for my brother, and like then one of them said like, we about to tag team or some shit like that. So it's not the first rodeo, which obviously is the case when you don't just one time stumble into fucking a chick with your brother. I think that's something that's been long seeded through maybe some very weird and possibly life altering things that had happened in your life that turned you into a weirdo that fucks chicks with your brothers. But whatever. I mean, to each their own. I can't understand it because there's too many things that could go wrong. Like your wife walking in with a gun.
I just pulled up the video. Do you want to hear of him, his little apology or whatever the hell this
10 minutes?
is? No, it's like a couple seconds, like 20 seconds. I'll just end it whenever, whatever. All right, here we go. This is Earl Thomas.
Talking about us, just keep us in y'all prayers. And stuff like this happens, bro. We try to live the best lives we possibly can, but sometimes it don't go as planned. Just pray for us, as we go through this stuff.
Thomas went on to say that he and his wife
said, we're just trying to live our best life. Like, bro, living your best life is fucking a chick with your... I mean, come on, Earl. Maybe living your best life is going to Disney World or maybe taking a vacation trip to Hawaii. Not fucking a chick with your brother, my man. And he said, would he pray for us?
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to do right now. We're going to pray for Earl. So please bow your heads. Dear Lord, or whoever's listening, please help Earl Thomas to not have sex with other women other than his wife, with his brother butt naked in the bed. Lead him not into Snapchat filters that expose his location, and deliver him from loaded weapons, because we all remember Steve McNair. Amen. All right. So.
Yeah, oh, man, I forgot about Steve McNair. Rest in peace. I like Steve McNair.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
That was better clean it up, Earl. Like, and now his team's trying to drop him. Like, NFL's messy. Like, you're not gonna have a job all because you had to try and cross streams with your brother, bro. Just Just send her to you smash her out, and then if you guys want to share, like send her to the bedroom next to him, and like just be like afterwards, maybe a high five. You know, just bro.
All right. So speaking of teams dropping dudes that did some really fucked up shit. So we got an NHL. So here comes hockey talk. We have an NHL player, 25-year-old Brandon Lepsick, I think is his name.
Who's he play for?
He played for the Washington
Wait a minute.
Capitals. Yeah.
He's no longer an NHL player?
I believe I saw a headline today that said they released him due to his actions.
God. Are you kidding me?
So here is basically what happened. Somebody hacked, or I don't know, but somebody got hold of he's got a group chat with, I think, his brother, another player or two. I didn't have the mental capacity to do all the research to figure out who all these people were. But some Twitter guy had like 55 tweets that were basically screenshots of all, like, the whole conversation that got this guy in trouble.
Yep.
Where he basically is talking, like, they're going back and forth talking about all these females that they just want to rail.
Yeah.
And they talk about other players' wives and how fat they are and how weird they look and just all kinds of just really misogynistic things.
Yep.
And so here's the thing is and I'm not going to try and defend everything he said, okay?
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, like, dude, you got to be careful with especially when you're like a high profile. I mean, nobody knows who Brandon Lepsick is, obviously, until he says stupid shit like this or until he like becomes somebody in the NHL.
Yeah.
But go ahead. You want to go off or?
I mean, listen, like you said, some of the shit was wild and outlandish and like probably he could have chilled out a little bit. But let me just say, I've been in some group chats before. And I mean, unfortunately, some people are assholes in there because it's a private conversation. And regardless of whether or not you agree with the things that people are saying, they should have the ability to have a private conversation and say what they want and not have to worry about losing their job over it. Now, if he was on the ice, like yelling into the crowd at other players' wives that they're fat cows, he should probably be dealt with. And like that's like maybe catch a hockey stick upside the head, because you just can't go and be doing that kind of shit. But when you think you're in a private setting and you say some shit, I mean, it doesn't make you not an asshole for saying those things. But I mean, he didn't expect anything to ever hurt anybody. And I know there's going to be a lot of people who are like, Jesse, you're an asshole for, I'm not defending him. He said some fucked up shit. Like it was, it was, but again, like he just thought he was saying sideways shit to a couple people that would never, this would never affect anybody. So was he stupid? Did he say a bunch of grimy fucking things? Yes. But I guarantee that at some point in your life, 80% of you guys have had somebody say some shit like this to you in the privacy of your own personal conversations, and they didn't lose their job and they didn't get dragged all over the internet for it. And yeah, I know he's a high profile hockey player, or is he? I don't know fucking if he is or not. But you got to be smarter than that. I mean, I don't even know. How do you hack a group chat? Like, how do you get hacked, bro?
All I had to do is take whoever was in that group chat to like leave their phone unlocked or something, and then like somebody else come through, and then like, I don't know, man, who knows? But see, this is the part where people don't like me and you grew up playing sports, plenty of locker rooms. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you this would have been said in locker rooms had they been still in the season.
Yeah. And
I mean, this is just, people don't want to hear this. Like people that just watch and they're like, they go to church every Sunday and they think all their athletes should be upstanding citizens all the time. Okay, so you got these dudes that are full of testosterone. They're young, they're rich. They basically, if they've gotten this far, a lot of them, majority of them, been told, basically their shit don't stink for a good majority of their life. So they feel like, hey, I can do whatever I want. Yep. Again, this is not an excuse. This is not. Oh, actually, it kind of is an excuse. It's not like I'm not sticking up for him. I'm just saying, being someone that has worked, like I've worked in warehouses, I've worked in basically male-dominated areas. And the shit that he said wouldn't even scratch the surface of some of the things that I've heard.
Nope.
And experienced and witnessed and all that stuff. So again, it's like people don't want to see how the sausage is made. I mean, you see these guys skating around the ice or running around the football field, baseball field, basketball. They're cavemen. I mean, you have to have that alpha gene in you to be like, I'm motivated, hungry, and all that stuff. But you know what comes with that? Misogyny.
Yep, 100%.
You know? It's just you're so filled with testosterone and wanting to be like the alpha male, and you know, sorry to the females out there who don't want to hear it, but that's just, you know, we bring truth here on the Let Me Just Say podcast. We're not going to beat around the bush. That's just how it is.
Nope.
You know,
and like both of us have said, we don't technically condone fucking calling women some of the things that he called them, but also like, dude, when you're an athlete and like women are throwing themselves at you or what, I don't even mean to say that and sound bad, or when you have the ability to just like, you just can pick up chicks, like you know, you have a lot of relations, like because of your status, like sometimes people just don't, I mean, he just because he plays hockey doesn't mean that he's like fucking this genius or this well-rounded person. Like eventually, like if you're fucking a new chick every week, and it's just it starts to get to your head and you start to think you're invincible and you're playing this sport where you're skating 90 miles an hour and crushing people and people are asking for your autograph, and like sometimes that goes to your head and you think like
they're young, dumb, full of cum. Remember, that's a saying. It's just,
I agree.
It sucks, and I mean, you know, you don't want to see this stuff, but that's just kind of, in a way, that's what makes these guys who you root for. You know, once they put on your uniform of your favorite team.
Yep. It's bullshit that he lost his job. I mean, I could see if he was like.
But at the same time, the team's got an image they've got to try to pretend to uphold. So they had to, like, they kind of had to do it. So I'm sure.
I hope he gets another job somewhere.
I'm sure, dude. He's young. I don't know how good he is, man. Like I've heard of him, but I've never been like, oh wow, Brendan.
Now I also hope that the guys who wives he was dropping bombs on, I hope they light him fuck up when he's on the ice. Like I hope they smash his face into the boards because they deserve to be able to do that, and they definitely deserve to be upset. So I hope he gets retribution on the ice. Like I hope that fucking they take him out. Yeah. Not like I don't want him to be injured, but I hope they fucking make him pay for running his mouth about their wives. That I agree with, but I mean, to lose is completely be tossed from the NHL, and like, I don't know, that's a little too far.
Nah, again, it's gonna be one of those things where give it a few months, people will forget. He'll go on the ice, and like you say, whoever that guy was that he's talking shit about his wife, like hockey's one of the last sport that you can really kind of get payback without getting suspended. You know, if they do it the right way and just just hunt him down the whole entire game. Like they don't care if they give up 15 goals, they're just going after this dude. Like he's got a target on his back. I mean, that shit happens in hockey, so.
Yep. Let me know when that's about to pop off, hockey fans. I will tune into that game because like I said, I don't condone it. He said some wild shit. It is what it is. Like he probably obviously never thought it was gonna get out. It's some sideways stuff, but I will love to see the fucking on ice retaliation for that because. You know, that guy, I assume, has to be pretty upset about what was said about his wife. I mean,
and he was the most upset about that dude getting let go because, you know, he was wanting to get a little payback whenever they start the season back up. Yeah. So he's definitely got beef with that guy.
Do I know the other guy?
I don't. I should have wrote it down, but I didn't. And then you also interrupted my segue to the next story. So that's a lot. That's fine.
What was it?
No, it was just they have beef. And speaking of beef, you know who doesn't have beef? Wendy's. How do you feel about that? Wendy's.
What do you mean?
Exactly. I'm going to tell you what I mean.
Okay.
So there's an epidemic sweeping the country of Wendy's. Like a high percent, not a high, I don't know. I'll just make up a number. 36% of Wendy's in Illinois do not have beef. So if you roll up to the window at Wendy's in Illinois, you have a 36% chance of only getting chicken nuggets.
What is that? The only thing else they sell is like chicken nuggets, right? Hamburgers and chicken nuggets. Like they don't have a chicken sandwich, do they?
Look at me. Do I look like when I go to Wendy's, I'm ordering anything but beef? No.
No.
Okay, so
this is blowing my mind. I did not know this.
it blew my mind. So you know what I did? Research, and so I
Yeah.
dug deeper to find out what that even means. Like, oh my gosh, are we having a beef shortage in the whole country? Because that's what I was scared of. Like, I can't live on soy and beans and all. Wait, are soybeans? Is it soybeans?
Yeah, I guess.
We need some agricultural experts on the show. Just kidding. Get out of here, nerds. Anyways, we so
how do beans grow?
man, I think on the fruit trees, like once the apple falls, then like the beans come through and they just kind of take
Beans, the magical fruit. The more
the more
you
you
eat, the
eat,
more
the more you toot, the more you toot, the better you feel. So let's have beans on every meal.
Okay.
And so what's going on is there's not really a beef shortage in the country that I know of.
Yeah.
What's the problem and what is killing Wendy's right now is that they do the old fresh, never frozen deal. And so that is where they run into the problems. Where these other places like Five Guys, which oh man, I don't know if you've been to Five Guys, dude. But I went the other day, yesterday.
That was your first trip?
It's my first time in probably 10 years. I went one other time in Kansas City, and I'd forgotten all about it. Like I didn't realize.
Review Five Guys for me. Because I like Five Guys, but it gets a lot of slander because it's a little bit more highly priced. You know, it's got a little bit of price tag on it.
Trust me, I definitely just me and the wife. We didn't even tell the kids because guess what? What Jordan say? Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, so went to Five Guys and we had to do the order online.
Mm-hmm.
Like sat out in the parking lot, ordered online, and they matched my order perfectly. And I don't remember what I got, but it was a double burger. Okay.
Yeah. So just bacon, please tell me it had bacon on it.
Oh my god, you know it had bacon on it.
All right.
Okay.
I also love that they have so many combinations. You can put, you can build what you can customize such a great burger.
I was getting mad at all the options. Like I was like, okay, and then there was more, and I was like, oh my gosh, and then they were like, you know, how much mayonnaise do you want? Medium, light, or heavy? And I'm like, oh, are you serious? Light on the mayonnaise.
Are you a mayonnaise on burger guy?
Yeah, but not a lot. Like I don't want it. You know how, man, you know how the guys with the beards have, they eat sandwich or burger that's got and then they just got the big glop right on the corner right there, and I just want to punch them in the face. Like, get out of here, man. Like I'm sick now.
Clean it up. It looks
like
your chin, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like you've been hanging out with Earl and Seth too much. And anyways.
And so before we move forward on the Wendy's, how great! I know we talked about this online, but like, I don't know how they can afford to give you so many French fries at Five Guys. Like,
do you want me to show you the receipt of how much I gave money to them? Well, that's
right. You're right. It is very expensive, so I can understand that they need to, because potatoes are cheap as fuck. But regardless, that is the best part of Five Guys, is just knowing you're going to get that big sack of fries and you're going to just gain probably like 6 pounds off of just one meal because you got a fucking 3.5 inches of French fries seasoned perfectly in your bag. And it's just like heaven.
And let me just say, because my wife went ahead, like I held it down out in the car. I think I was just too busy on Twitter or something. She went in and got the food, and she comes out. She's got this big grocery sack, and the bottom, you know, had all the grease stains coming through. So I'm like, oh man, what have I done, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then we start pulling open the bag, and I'm like, I see the fries in there, and they got them in the cups.
Yeah.
And I had ordered large because you know how you go to Burger King and get large fries. And it's really like a small to anywhere else. So I'm like, a large because I love fries. All right, so I pulled this cup of fries out, and it was like Mary Poppins bag where you just pull it out and it just keeps going and going. And at first, pretty soon I had like a stadium cup full of freaking French fries. And then my wife had also ordered like a small, and that was like good Gadzooks.
Yeah, they throw in like 4 extra scoops, bro. It's no joke.
And then I look in the bag, and there's still like, like you said, just covered in the bottom of the bag is a whole bunch more. Like they'd layered the bottom of the bag with fries, then put our food on it. And I was like, what the hell? What have I done?
If you threw any of the fries away, I'm going to be extremely disappointed. Just lie to me and tell me you ate them all, okay?
Definitely ate them all.
All right, good. But going back to Wendy's, you know, I know the one thing I do know is that there's not a shortage of beef here on this podcast. But how the fuck is there a shortage of beef anywhere? Like, what do you mean? Like, why can't cows aren't being fucking butchered right now, or what?
No, what's happening is they need. Well, I'm sure it has something to do with the livestock industry because obviously they've never had a shortage of beef before. Yeah. But they are very particular. They do not freeze their beef. I don't know if you've seen the commercials where it's fresh, never frozen. So That's where they're running into problems, where these other stores are, or these other restaurants are like, we will freeze your beef. And I'm like, dude, I don't even care what you do to my beef. Just put on the burger with bacon, please.
Is Wendy's in your top 5 of fast food restaurants?
Burgers? Oh, yeah, big time. I love
Okay.
Wendy's. I love Wendy's.
Interesting.
Yeah. Give me the double. The what do you call it? Dave's double or
Yeah.
whatever? Double.
I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah, I
don't
love
hate
Wendy's.
Wendy's, but if I had to go, I'm gonna name my top 5 right now. In no specific order. This isn't 1 through
It's a
5.
top
Like,
five. How
okay,
you do a top five in no
number
specific
1,
order?
I have to stay true and tried and trust. Mm, Everyone hates them, but like I fucking still love McDonald's, bro.
Oh my God, we high five. Okay, good.
It's
Yeah.
I just it's still good, bro. Like their
Oh
chicken
yeah.
nuggets are good, their double cheeseburgers are good. Like the fries are like I love a lot of fries from a lot of places, but McDonald's fries are just like a staple of the fry world, and they're just salted perfectly, and they just taste so good in your mouth, and you can fit like a good fingerful in your like. Let me just say, anybody who eats one fry at a time, by the way,
Oh,
get the
get out of
fuck
my
out of my
face.
face, right?
Yeah.
If you're eating one fry at a time, I want to punch you in the back of the head because you got to at least eat 3+. If you're not eating 3+ fries at one time, you're fucking you're just you're wasting fries. Just eat more than one. So McDonald's, since I moved to California, In-N-Out has become my number 2. Five Guys a close third. Number 4. Again, a lot of people hate this place and they call it a place that a lot of poors go. But I'm a fan of Burger King.
I love
I
Burger
like
King.
Burger
Yeah.
King. Okay, thank you. And then I'll put Wendy's at number 5. But is Arby's, because they don't have a hamburger, are they considered that same style of fast food? Because I fucking also love Arby's.
Oh, I see. I love Arby's too, and that brisket sandwich that I fell in love with the last like year or so, it gets my business every time I see Arby's. Yeah.
I didn't eat dinner yet, so this is tough on me right
Oh
now.
man, dude, I did, and I am freaking full. So do you
Okay.
want me to do my top five? So I'm gonna
Yeah.
also go. See, it sucks because all the times I've delivered in California, I still
Mhm.
haven't done it in and out yet. It
It's all right.
sucks.
You should though, for
I
sure.
know. Next time I'm in Barstow, they got one I can
All
walk
right.
to. But
Yeah,
anyways,
for that.
so yeah, we're definitely McDonald's number one, king,
Amen.
king of all, and then I go Wendy's,
Hmm.
and I've only had Five Guys twice now, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and keep them. No, they're really good, so I'll go Five Guys 3,
Okay.
and then Burger King 4, and then
Respect.
let's just do Arby's 5.
All right. I like it. I'm with you. Like that's why we often have this conversation that we're long lost brothers, but this is just more confirmation that we are possibly just that, switched at birth, or we were something like that. Your mom stole me, or your mom stole you, or my mom stole, I don't know, whatever, however it happened.
Yeah,
I mean,
You know what I'm glad though that our moms didn't do?
what?
Give us a fucked up name like A X A12. What
Wait
is
a minute.
Elon Musk doing?
So I don't know a ton about this story. I see the jokes. Did the kid already pop out, or is he just pre-planning a name?
We'll say no, I'm pretty sure he's out. Yeah, he's
So
out.
what, like, don't be such a dickhead, man. Like, I get it. You're fucking this extravagant millionaire who's like so smart that your brain is just operates on a different wavelength than most humans. But why do you have to be such a dickhead? That's not your name. You're going to set someone that has to deal with that out into the world for the next 60, 70 years. Like, come on, Elon. Your name is also horrible. So maybe think about the possibility that, when you were in like fifth, sixth grade and everybody was like, Elon, what kind of fucking stupid name is that? Just wait till fucking R2D2 gets to become whatever his name is, hits the sixth grade and people were like, your name is what, bro? Like, on his 18th birthday, when he finally gets some pussy because someone feels bad for him, and he's had such a horrible track record because of his name, and his first girlfriend is giving him that booty, and she goes to like kind of moan his name, like it's gonna sound like she's got a mouthful of marbles. I can't even. What is it again? Could you say it for me?
It is X and then whatever that little where the A and the E is smashed together.
So how's it pronounced?
Ah, the way I heard it on YouTube was XA12.
What does that mean?
Dude, apparently, see, I should have. God damn it, I should have done more to prepare for this because there isn't Elon
Fuck preparation, man. The only preparation that I ever want in our life is when we're 70 and it's fucking going in our butthole.
Yeah. Well, what? What's going in our butthole?
Preparation H.
Yeah. Good. So
yeah, I saw this. Oh wait, he's back on.
So this is where Joe Rogan gets him to What did I say? What did I say? Joe Rogan?
No.
Did I say that?
Yeah, because he's been on Rogan's show before. Remember
yeah, so he's back on explaining the name.
Anything. Are you trying?
No, I did. Because it's 2 minutes, and I'm not good. You want to listen to 2 minutes of this?
No, I definitely don't. I'll check it out. But like fucking Elon, bro, just
trying
relax,
so hard, man. Do less.
Bro. Just shoot some more cars into space and stop naming your kid like a dickhead,
Exploding into space. You mean, has he even done anything like that's really warranted all this money and fame and stuff? Like, aren't all his cars broken?
Yeah.
Doesn't he just basically make really expensive lemons?
And I think like his warehouses or whatever they're called, like it's like slave labor too. I'm pretty sure, but maybe not. Damn. Allegedly.
Yeah. Okay. Good. We'll throw that out there. Hey, so this past week we celebrated a holiday, or did we?
I mean, I don't know. For
Cinco de Problemático. Like,
yeah,
that's a lot of. I mean, I was driving, I think, so I only see when it sucks when I drive and then I get off the road and I'm doing my overnight break there. I got to catch up, man, and then I just see like, it's like when the speedboat goes by and you're on the lake and then like all the good waves come. And then you try to run down there to get in on that action, and then all you get left is just like the little piddly ones. That's all I get whenever I get off the road. And then something like this goes down. But apparently, some people were really upset that white people are using that day as a drinking day, and then the white people were upset that the other people were upset. So, do you have thoughts?
I had thoughts.
A white guy.
I have thoughts. So listen. First things first. Cinco de Mayo has never been a day that I've celebrated. Like, it's just not my thing. Like, whatever. If I want to drink, I'll just drink. Like, I don't even think I've ever like celebrated. I don't think I've ever went to a party. I don't think I've ever done anything like that. It's not because I'm like, oh, I think this is offensive or anything like that. It's just, I don't like getting trashed all that much because hangovers are the fucking worst. And then B, like, I don't know. It just, no one's ever invited me to a party. So, but all that being said, like, I could see if people are putting on sombreros and running around like arriba, arriba. Like, I don't know if that's offensive, but I don't even know if that's Spanish. Is that Spanish?
I think it was on like those old cartoons we used to watch that right now are really, really problematic. Yeah. So Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah, I don't know if he would play in 2020.
So. I mean, I get it if people are being jerks about it, like, and they're like dressing in brown face and like wearing, like if they're being offensive about it, okay. But if people are just out like getting fucked up and just releasing stress and enjoying themselves and, having a good time, like I'm perfectly okay with that. So I don't understand why it needed to be such a big deal. Like, I get if, like I said, if they're appropriating, but I don't think anybody's doing that, man. I guarantee probably 95% of the Latinos are just like whatever. It's just the 5% that just get loud enough to make it sound like or seem like that everyone was upset. Because most of the people I talk to are like, whatever, bro. We don't give a fuck, man. Like, we'll do a shot of Don Julio with you. On Cinco de Mayo. So I think it's just the world we live in. Like, everybody wants to yell about something.
Yeah,
so
and there's no sports on, so we can't bash each other's teams because I've lived through, I think this was my 40th Cinco de Mayo. And I don't remember another one where it was a problem. And so
same here.
But like you said, I'm not even a drinker, so I don't You deleted that Fireball episode, right? So, like you say, I think it's just the majority, or the minority. The minority is just the loud ones, and they just kind of make a little stir, and then people want to clap back, and they did. So
And
I say, if you want to drink on Cinco de Mayo, go ahead, man.
You can drink on Cinco de Huito for all I care, man. You can let's make up a holiday that's just called pasty white dude holiday, who gets, if they go out in the sun, they turn into a lobster day. And let's celebrate those people and party all day, because I don't give a fuck, man. And to be perfectly honest, I need to do like what's those DNA tests, because I really don't even know like all my hair. What are they called?
23andMe.
Forever 21.
23andMe.
All right. I don't even really know my lineage like that. I'm sure if I asked Joan, she'd know, but I don't. It's not something I don't care. Like, I'm just a human being. That's all I know. I'm a male human being. And I have problems with direct sunlight. But I don't really know like German, Irish, fucking Native American. I don't know what I am. So, but whatever I am, I'm perfectly fine with us celebrating those holidays. However you'd like. If you want to do a mound of cocaine on White Person Day, do it. I'm good with it.
I just looked up what like Cinco de Mayo means, and it says it is an annual celebration held on May 5th. The date is observed to commemorate the Mexican army's victory over the French Empire at the Battle of Puebla on May 5th, 1862, under the leadership of General Ignacio Zaragoza.
Yeah, so we're just trying to celebrate that victory, because back then the French were real assholes.
Yeah. But see, so is it kind of like their independence? Like, did they...
No, so there's another September, I believe September 14th is actual Mexican Independence Day. This was just a big old battle that they won. So
why wouldn't we celebrate that, man?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Let's get hammered.
Yeah.
Fuck them Frenchies.
Yeah. The only thing cool about the French is what we already talked about, our big love, number one love, and that's fries. I don't even believe pizza came. No, that's from Italy, right? What am I talking about?
That's fine.
I'm gonna get in trouble for saying pizza's French.
Nobody cares. Do you think we have credibility with anybody right now? Dude, I didn't know. I thought it was like their whole. Anyways, that's cool, man. Yeah, we should definitely be getting hammered on Cinco de Mayo every year.
Yeah, there were some bad motherfuckers beating the French, So I'm just here to say that any type of cool victories in battle, I'll celebrate, as long as it was a good victory and not, like, I'm not going to celebrate any of Hitler's victories or anything like that.
Jesus. Yeah, no, we won't. We're definitely anti-Stalin, anti-Hitler. Fuck those guys. All right, so with that being said, that's the last of the topics that I have written down. Do you have anything else you would like to discuss? That sounds like a no, if you're thinking that hard.
I definitely don't.
Right. Okay, so let's hit up the voicemail line.
Yeah, we got some voicemails. We got one or two here. It looks like some people have called multiple times.
Oh boy.
They've either had a lot of free time, or they're just really trying to talk to us.
Spamming?
Yeah, there's some spam in here for sure. But I mean, maybe it's some great topics. I don't know. My question for you is, do you remember? Oh yeah, we did this one. So I still had a Dwayne voicemail in here. Yeah. I couldn't remember if we did it, but it was about the masks, wearing masks out and about. So yeah, we heard that one. But so voicemail. So let's see. I think I got a text first. Oh, I do. Let's go through the text. So this comes from our fellow podcast brethren. Half of the stars of the Chatting Average podcast. He goes by the name of Alex, aka Riley Rakes, and he says, "Hey guys, first time, long time. I don't have anything really to say, but you guys are both handsome as fuck." He said.
He did not say the F word, did he?
Okay, he said AF.
Yeah, because I don't know if you've listened to his podcast. They are strictly anti-swearing. So,
yeah, so I said it for him. But he
Yours
said,
advocate.
Yes, I am cursing on his behalf. He said, "Jesse, please don't be mad at me for the photoshopping of animals on your face. I'm not upset with that. Sometimes I laugh, but I will never let you know that I laughed because you are putting dogs and cats covering my face and it looks a little too fucking real, okay? So while I will not admit it, I do laugh, but cut it the fuck out, Alex. All right? It says, Joe, it says, Joe, I hope your tooth, in parentheses, tooths, question mark, is feeling better. The Braves have won the World Series in every shortened season in my lifetime. Maybe talk about that. I'll hang up and listen.
So I accidentally called 2 shows ago on theirs and I left 4 voicemails. And on one of them I said my tooth, and then but it's 2 of them, so I said tooths, and that's where that little inside joke comes in.
I got it.
So yeah, and here's the thing. Here's the thing about shortened seasons and the Braves winning the World Series and us talking about it. We're not going to.
Yeah, Alex. Here's our segment of talking about the Braves. Okay, that was it. Thank you for listening to our Braves segment.
Yeah, that's great.
So first voicemail, but hey, thanks for the text though.
Yeah, thanks, Alex. We love you.
Yeah, I love you for sure.
Sorry, I keep spamming your guys' voicemail. Just get bored out on the road, man.
I mean, content is content, bro. I'm sure they're appreciative. If they weren't, they wouldn't play them, right?
Yeah, I guess. So
first voicemail, actual voicemail, is from a longtime listener and friend of the program, Raymond. 3 of them. Oh, actually, you know what? I think maybe this is when they fucked up, but this is only 18 seconds, so I have a feeling that this is another fuck up. I don't remember if we played this one last time, but I remember we had a problem with them not understanding that they were recording. So I don't know if this is the same one. This was sent to me May 1st. When did we record last?
What's today, the 8th? Yeah, that was. So
this was right
so it was
after
a week
we
ago.
hung up. Yeah,
Okay,
they literally left it like as we were hanging up from our chat. So let's hear what the 3 Stooges got to say this week.
Hey, it's your favorite 3 drunk idiots, and fuck. Wait, I don't think they can hear me. Or can they? Fucking shit. Scrap this one.
Guys, I need you guys to fucking tighten it up, man. You got a Geek Squad fucking guy on your team here that you guys are calling in, and you can't even figure out how to fucking 3-way call. This is now like the 3rd week in a row that you 3 fucking idiots, and I say that with all the love in my heart. It's the 3rd week in a row that you 3 fucking stooges can't get this shit right, all right? So maybe just one practice call with each other to figure it out before you call and leave fucking voicemails talking when nobody's there, or you think you're not recording and you're actually recording. I mean, fellas, I love each and every one of you very deeply. You're very much a contributor to this podcast and you've helped us grow it. But I need y'all to figure out how to use the phone, man. Just one time for me, okay? Shit. But I think they finally did get it to work. So let's see. There's another one here, and it just says your 3 favorite drunks. So hopefully they got it together on this one.
Hey Jesse, hey Joe. It's your 3 favorite drunk and or high idiots, whatever, either or, take your poison. So we had some questions. We were debating some shit in our little chat. And considering that The Last Dance is really the only sports shit we got going for us right now, until the other ones come back, we want to talk about The Last Dance. But here's my question. Why is it that instead of talking about how awesome it is and all that good shit, everyone keeps bringing up LeBron James? Who is better anyways? I mean, shit, that's up for debate. I always preferred MJ, but even at that, and mind you, LeBron's a Laker, but still, my guy was always Kobe. But here's my question. Would you say that he defines rent-free and all the MJ fans heads? That was my question. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah. Or are you just going to be like a trans LeBron sexual according to Urban Dictionary? Because, I mean, he's still better than MJ. MJ, like, he might be the GOAT, but LeBron's still a better player. I'll always have that.
Chris.
What is a transbronsexual?
He said he was saying it right.
What happened there? I lost him.
You're just a hater. More words. You just like to hate on LeBron. Like, I've seen your tweets. I've seen you're just like, how many dunk contests has LeBron done? Doesn't matter. You know?
Oh, so what you're saying is when he has nothing to do with the debate and out of nowhere people bring up LeBron. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Are you a transsexual, Jesse? I guess that's the question.
Yeah. Are you? Yeah.
Alright. I don't have a question.
I don't know what my phone just keeps stopping, pausing the fucking voicemails. I don't know what's going on. This is a mess.
And how Jordan had to overcome one of the greatest basketball teams that's never ever talked about. You should watch that 30 for 30 if you haven't watched it. But I actually saw an article in some paper that said it's crazy that MJ is a GOAT. He goes to bed thinking about the bad boys every night of his life. So rent-free, right there. LeBron's whatever. Also, we had an idea. I'll talk to you later about it, Jesse. But I'm done. Oh, you, Chris. Ray. Yeah, I'm done. I mean, I guess we could just say bye now. All right. Anybody have a question for Joe? I thought it was for Jesse and Joe. All right, that's for both Jesse and Joe. There you go.
Fucking guys, man. Oh my fucking god.
I don't even know what the question was through all that. Am I a transsexual?
I think the question is that can we just enjoy The Last Dance for what it is without turning it into a competition of who's the greatest between LeBron and MJ? But unfortunately, those two are going to be linked together forever. Personally, yes, I'm an MJ stan. Like, I loved the guy growing up. He was literally my idol. Like, I talked about how I enjoyed basketball more as a child or a younger dude. And MJ was just the staple of that, man. Like, I had posters all over my room. Like, I watched all that dynasty. Like, it was just in my wheelhouse in terms of, like, you hit a certain age when sports really take over in your life. And Jordan was the staple of that. So I will fight for him until the day I fucking die. I think LeBron is a great fucking player. I think he is also one of the best we've ever seen, obviously. But I just think Jordan's built different. Like, talent-wise, in terms of on the court, like, they're both have their pros, their cons, whatever, and they're probably similar in terms of their abilities on the court. But Jordan just had another level of, like,
killer instinct.
Yeah, man. He just brought it. There wasn't a day where Jordan wasn't going to just take your life away on the basketball court, where I think as LeBron sometimes turns that off. And like, Jordan would never pass up the last shot, right? That's something that's happened with LeBron. He's not had the ball in his hands at the end of the game. I mean, yeah, I know Steve Kerr hit that big shot, but Horace Grant threw Steve Kerr that ball, not Jordan. So I don't know. I just think Jordan, like you said, he's got that. Bro, I just saw an article that said he wouldn't let Horace Grant have dinner after bad games. Like, he was like, nope, you're not fucking eating tonight, bro. And I just, that sounds like an asshole. But if somebody's that dedicated to making me better and wanting to win, I gotta respect it, man. As much as it comes off as an asshole move. Jordan's got, like you said, the killer instinct. So that's why I fight that fight. That's why I think he's better, because those intangibles should be counted in this discussion, So I'm not a LeBron sexual. I don't hate him, but Jordan all day.
So I mean, if we are required to pick a side in this conversation, this little debate, I will pick Jordan's. Like, if you say you have to pick your general, Jordan in his prime or LeBron in his prime, I would pick Jordan, and it's not necessarily because I think Jordan would beat him one-on-one, even though, I mean, it's tough. Yeah, who cares about one-on-ones anyway? Yeah. But my thing is, find me a video clip of Michael Jordan flopping. You can't. Like, there are none. Now, if you do the same thing with LeBron, there's a multitude. You know what I mean? So it's just like like you said, the mentality big time. But then again, that has to do with the eras. Like in the
100%.
'90s, you couldn't flop, man. Like the referees would look at you and call you, like they call it technical on you for being a little bitch. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
nowadays, it's kind of like it's what the NBA's created, where everything's a foul, and the more you oversell it, the more you're gonna get the call. So I mean, I understand why they do it, but when LeBron first entered the league, dude, I was so pumped for him. Like I was, I guess you could say, a bronze sexual or whatever that was called. Like when he first came in, just because all that hype, and he was ready to become a monster, and he just got bigger and stronger. And then
Hmm.
like I wanted him to dominate games. Like he's so much bigger and stronger than everybody out on the floor, but he wouldn't do it. And I'm like, dude, but you would get little flashes of it, like when he was with the Cavs, and it was basically him and Kyrie carrying him against the Warriors. Like you could see spots where he would just put his head down and just be a freaking bully, man. That's what I wanted from him. And if he would
Yep.
have done that, dude, I would be all over LeBron's jock. But he does that. So I mean, he's complaining about getting cramps. He's doing this weird stuff on social media. He's kind of corny. It's
Hmm.
just like I want somebody pissed off all the time. But that's just how we grew up, man. We grew up in the '90s, and that's
Yep.
everybody hated everybody. Nobody was friends. They weren't trying to do little TikTok videos together. They were just they're trying to get in the gym. They're trying to kill their opponent. They're trying to
Hmm.
keep Isaiah Thomas off the dream team because he's just hatred.
Yeah. You
So
wouldn't see that happen nowadays ever. There's no
no, no.
chance. Like,
I mean,
and like even with the walking off of the court, like that was
yeah.
gangster. Like I know a lot of people got mad and Jordan was
Who
upset
cares,
about
man?
that, but
Yeah,
yeah, like
I love
yeah.
it. That's what made the '90s great, dude. Like,
Yep.
give me all of that. Like right now, like you said, it's there's so much you got to worry about all your actions. Like I can't imagine being a pro athlete today, where you got
Mm-mm.
to worry about every action. I mean, not only on the court, but now like in your private DMs.
Yep.
Going back to that other thing, but like, so if a team were to just walk off right now, like they would have to have it pre-planned and be like, look, we're gonna get just blasted for this, but fuck it. Because
Yep.
then you're going to have First Take, everybody like ESPN all day long, every radio show, everybody's just that's all they're going to be talking about. And so you got to be ready for that smoke. But it's just I think, and I'm kind of to the point now where it's like we can appreciate both, you know.
Hmm.
But I get it that we gotta do the compare and pick a side and all that stuff. So I just hate it because the NBA's changed so much, and
Yep.
me and you have seen it. And I think that's why the NBA's pretty much lost it. Well, they lost me because they freaking stole my team, but they lost us just because the style of play is. And I get it, like people like all the scoring and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and it's like I don't care about the scoring, man. Let me just see. I want to see hatred up. Like in
Yeah.
every one of
Same.
these sports, I want to see freaking hatred. I want to think that you want to murder the guy that's across the field from you. And then
Hmm.
when you get done, you shake hands or you don't. Whatever. I don't care. Like I want to see competitiveness, and that's what brings me. That's why I love sports, man. Just the competitive nature of these dudes. They're
Yeah.
all alphas. They all want to be the best. They want to light it up. Um, but when you get all these guys playing tummy sticks out there, it makes it tough to really get behind. So.
You would never in a million zillion years catch Michael Jordan on a fucking banana boat in the middle of the ocean with four other guys from different teams. Like you would have to put a gun to his head and force him. And I still think he'd be like, "Nope, blow my fucking brains out. I ain't getting on that banana boat with no Isaiah Thomas." Like looking
Rodman, maybe.
yeah, Rodman. I mean, that was a whole different story, but he might be wearing a banana boat fucking bikini bottom when he gets on that banana boat too. So
Dude, do you think everybody forgot how whenever Jordan made that shot over Elo, like everybody like kind of roasts Elo, and that's all he's known for? When actually right before that he hit that money shot that would have won the game.
yeah,
Jordan was such a monster.
poor Elo, so nasty, dude. Craig Elo used to be able to dunk on fools too, bro. He was like, I seen some pretty nasty highlights of that fool back in the day. Like, and you know what I hate about like now that I'm glad that some of the younger generation is seeing this Last Dance and like starting to respect what Jordan did, because they kind of just try to run with that theory that Jordan played a bunch of plumbers and fucking truck drivers and stuff during his time. Like, yeah, okay, I get it. Like the league was a little bit older when Jordan was there, and like, but to try and say that there wasn't competition for him to compete against, when like if you look at like the top 50 NBA players nowadays, like 90% of them are from Jordan's era. So like he was playing a lot of future Hall of Famers when this was all going down. So the same can't be said right now for LeBron, in my personal opinion. But I mean, we're going to get a lot of hate for the NBA guys right now, probably for bashing today's NBA. But
I don't
it is
want
what
to
it
though,
is.
but it's just like, I mean, I don't want. If you like a lot of 3-pointers and foul free throw shooting, you guys are loving it. But
Yeah,
I miss the days when
clotheslines
you
and
yeah
punches.
I miss the days of when you got a power forward that never shoots a ball. All he does is just like hip check dude. Like the
That deadly
best
screen.
player. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Like give me Charles Oakley and
Dude,
all
did
the
you see
nasty
those
Nick.
3 games that Rodman had? They showed, I saw again tweeted, like 0 points, 25 rebounds, 0 points,
Dude,
24 rebounds. Like
yeah,
that's fucking.
I love that stat line.
Yeah, me too, bro. That shit is gangster, man. Could you
Yeah.
imagine getting 25 fucking rebounds, dude? Like that is
Dude,
insane.
that one clip where him and Barkley are battling for that rebound, and
Yeah.
they just keep batting it up, like 5
Yeah.
times, and then Rodman just snags it.
Yeah.
And then how he's just laying out on the court, just like full extension, like
Yep.
not just giving up his body for just to get the damn ball. Like, dude, I
And
don't.
rebounding is hard as hell. Anybody who's played basketball, like getting in the paint and figuring out where that ball is going to come, boxing out another big motherfucker, and then getting that rebound, that shit is hard, man. And
Especially when you're
energy
shorter
draining.
than like a lot of the other tall
Yeah.
ass trees out there. Like Rodman
Yeah,
was not
exactly.
that. I mean, he was tall, obviously, but not back in the day when they had 7-footers out there all the time, like actually in the paint, not out on the 3-point line.
Yeah, I agree. So
Dude, we sound like a couple fucking boomers right now. Oh my God, this is not good.
Man, fuck the NBA in 2020.
Thanks for the call, fellas.
Yeah, thanks as
Whatever
always.
that was.
And David, listen, respect to the bad boys, man, but like, just relax, man. Jordan fucking made them his bitches for the most part. Like, yeah, that one year, like, and and I love their strategy was like, how do we beat Michael Jordan? Okay, we'll just punch him in the chest 4,000 times a game, and like that's how we beat him. Like that's some great planning. But I mean, respect to fucking coach. What's his name?
Chuck Daly.
Yeah, Chuck Daly. I respect to that, and I mean, it worked. They won that one year, but then Jordan was like, I figured this out, man. I'm just gonna light you guys up because you're really not that great. You're just fucking busting my ribs apart to try and beat me. So.
It's so funny that he had that label that he couldn't win the big game. Like what, 4 years in, 5 years in, like he didn't even really have a good team around him. He was carrying them, but they're trying to say he couldn't win the big game. Like get the fuck out.
Playing with guys that are fucking blowing lines of cocaine right before, like, fucking, all right. But yeah, thanks for the call, fellas. As always, I'm glad you finally figured it out. But clean it the fuck up, man. Get some practice in. Maybe hit the courts, take some shots before you guys come in and try to clock in. Because I mean, it took you now like 6 voicemails to figure out how to do the 3-way call. Just be better one time for me. Rolling on next voicemail. This one has no transcript, so
So it's Ashlyn.
I'm a little worried. I don't know whose phone number this is.
Oh boy.
了解详情，请按1，请按1由人工客服查询。
Oh.
DHL International Express, you have sent a courier unsigned. This is the final notice. Will be returned to the original today. For details, please press 1. Please press 1 to inquire about
that could have been our invitation to try out for the KBO, and you just.
So that sounded like someone's DHL package was needing a signature, and it was definitely not mine because I don't use this voicemail. So if one of you guys like used our phone number to sign up for some type of package to be delivered, DHL's sending that shit back by the sound of it. So you might want to figure that out. But sorry for that one. But speaking of Ashlyn, our close friend and podcast host of what's the name of the show?
Mansplain Baseball Elsewhere.
Oh yeah, that's it. MBE, Mansplain Baseball Elsewhere. It looks like she's got a couple of voicemails here, so we'll dial the first one up. This one's from Thursday, 10:30 in the morning. I hope there's not too much slander in here because I don't want to fight.
Hey, y'all. It's your favorite rival podcaster. I was calling to talk to Joe about the fact that we decided on the truth. So I'm not really sure what your boy Jesse is trying to do right now. But if we want to be at war forever, we can. But you guys know you love us. So it's just a big-ass waste of time, if you ask me. Also, could you guys please cite Teespring for me? Because I ordered that motherfucking Road Dog shirt about a month ago now. And I still have that bitch. And all that fucking Teespring can tell me is that it's on its way to the United States. So, why don't you rally the troops for that shit rather than try to fight me? Because
I'm on it.
I love you. You're welcome on the beach anytime.
I know I'm welcome on the beach because I own the beach, so let's
damn.
just get that out of the way. But no, I think I tweeted out yesterday that a little snippet of a video talking about my microphone and how it's my rifle. But I decided this episode, as you heard, we didn't go into war mode. So you get your wish. We are ceasing fire. I forget what else she talked about. She had a question for you, I think.
No, yeah, just step aside here because she wants me to go after Teespring. Because listen up, I know there are a whole bunch of Teespring employees that listen to the Let Me Just Say boys.
Yep.
And so you guys need to listen up. I don't know what country you're in, but you guys need to tighten it up. Get your shit together. People are paying good money for these fire T-shirts and hoodies. So guess what? When that order comes in, you need to put your salami sandwich down, wipe your chin, and get out on that production line. Get the shirts made, get them in the box, get them to DHL, and get them the hell out of your country and into mine. Okay? This is your final warning. It's not a threat. It is a promise, and it's also a threat. So just let me just say, Road Dog shirts are fire. You guys know it. You guys need to get them in the boxes and get them over here now. I'm done playing. Yeah,
and I'm sure they'll heed that warning and start printing faster as soon as they... as soon as they listen to this podcast. So you're welcome. Teespring, I would personally like to say that I love the quality of the clothes that I'm getting, but
God, it's so comfortable. So comfortable.
The shipping time is becoming a problem because I'm trying to get more and more promotion for the podcast. So the more gear that you could get out for us, we'd really appreciate that. So what else? What did I miss from that call? I don't know.
We are not at war. We do love them. Like they're good gals. So
I don't know about whether I love anybody but myself, but
no, that's
and
true.
You. But we'll say.
I mean, it's just the truce is on. Unless this next voicemail goes south, then
no, this one's about to be a fun one.
What's up, fool? I answer my name was Hannah. No. Hey, this motherfucker videos always make me laugh. So you always think he's gonna do a fucking public service announcement. He looks like a damn newscaster. He looks all serious, like he's about to end the coronavirus or some shit. And this motherfucker just says, "Yeah, call the podcast." You wild, bro. I'm hungover than a motherfucker. I drank too much, and I'm at work. 10:35. I'm at more hours. Damn. Still got a gang more time to go, man. Fuck. All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
Hey, go feed Nutso, man. He's out hungry out there, probably.
So that was our boy Gus. He loves Joe's promotional videos where he thinks Joe is about to broadcast live from on the scene for Channel 6 News, and then Joe just ends up saying, "Call the podcast." But dude, let me just say, I was in a Zoom call with Gus the other night, which I think he called the next day after this. He was drinking Don Julio straight from the bottle on Cinco de Mayo, and he gave me full-on permission to celebrate on that day. So I forgot to talk about that. And Gus, I think, is a very large majority, and he should count for, he is straight from basically, he's from South. I believe he says he's from South Central. I don't know how that works. I don't know the breakdown of Los Angeles that well, but he has the authority on the Latino heart and soul and mind. I think he is a very good, what do you say, representation of that. So I'm going to say that Gus has given me permission to celebrate Cinco de Mayo if I'd like. But he was fucked up. His eyes were barely open, but it was very enjoyable, and he was making me laugh. But it sounded like he was paying for it.
And what would have been awesome is if when you sent me that invite to that Zoom call, and when I got to the part where it said waiting for Gus to let you in. If he would have let me in, that would have been great. But you know what I did get instead of that? Just nothing. It just waited forever. But then you explained to me that he was having a good time.
Yeah.
And I respect that. And I've seen all of his videos, and
Mm-hmm.
I nearly pass out laughing every time because the dude just stays lit, as the kids say.
Yeah.
And also, whatever he says, I am on board with, because there's two people in this world I will not cross.
Mm-hmm.
That is Gus, and also whoever, just Gus, nobody else.
Yeah. And let me just say, I am ultimately a little nervous. Like when I hung out with Gus for the Dodgers meetup, like it goes 0 to 100. My man just gets down, bro. And like I had to like he was like, dude, like we would have stayed at the bar and just got really fucked up and not met anybody else if it was up to Gus. He was just, I had to be like, bro, we should probably go and meet the other people. So just Gus gets down, man. Mad respect to him. He's just one of the realest dudes you're ever gonna meet. Tells it how it is, and I got mad love for anybody that's willing to do that and speak their mind. So and pull out his Smith and Wesson right on the middle of the timeline and let people know that he ain't. So. I also respect that. So shout out to you, Gus. Thanks for the call, bro. I hope you're feeling better. I hope the hangover's gone. But I mean, when you're drinking straight Don Julio straight out the bottle, you're probably not going to have a great day the next day. So rolling on. I don't know.
Shout out Gus. Thanks, Gus. We love you.
Yeah, love you for sure.
Hey, Jesse. Hey, Joe. It is Guy Yagos here. How's it going?
Okay.
First time, long time.
California.
Yeah.
Yagos, world famous steakhouse. Anyway, hope you all are doing well. And I just wanted to ask if you guys can talk about with the MLB plan coming together, possibly for thoughts on fans at the games. My take is, personally, if they'd allow it, I'd be there July 1.
Yep.
That's the Dodger Stadium. Let's do it. I know other people have different thoughts, but individually, what do y'all think? Fans in the stands. Let's go. See you guys.
I think you just PS'd there and we dropped the call. But
the question was fans in the stands?
Yeah, what's your thoughts? So MLB has kind of, the rumor's been floating around that maybe July might be the go. The time we start playing some regular season games. If fans are allowed in the stands, would you attend sporting events?
I would, yeah. And I'm sure when they do this, they're going to do the old social distancing thing. So I doubt they're going to cram 40, 50 college football, 100,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't feel like I'm invincible, but I feel like I've been out here on the road for like basically since the whole thing started. My first day back with the company was basically the first day that my state shut down. Like Corona had been a thing for a little bit, but so anyways, and just my experience and interactions, I mean, a lot of people are still kind of treating everything as business as usual, and handshakes are still a thing, and we're still like face to face. I know it's not right, I guess, but I mean, I don't know, dude. But I feel like you'll get enough people that will be like, I just want to go to the game. I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit, as the old kids say, or nobody says. I don't know. But yeah, if I can get my hands on a ticket and go to a game knowing there are fans there, even if I guess if I got to wear a mask too, I would go, but it's going to suck to watch games with no fans.
Yeah, I agree. I love the sound of the crowd once you hear the crack of the bat, and I love fan reactions like in the background when dudes realize that when they realize there's a home run and they jump out of their seat, arms in the air. That shit just gets me going. So I too will be attending baseball games if they're allowing me to. Like, I gotta say, let me just say that I'm ready for everything. Like if the gym opens next week, like I know there's gonna be a lot of people who hate on me, but like for my mental health, like, and I know there's like, what are you talking about? It helps you. Like, at this point, like I 100% believe that I'm in a better mental space when I can go and work out daily and or do whatever, if it's something else that puts you in a better mental mind frame, like I want all that shit for you as well. I'm ready to go. I'm like you, like I've been essential. I haven't had a day where I've been working basically just the same amount of time as I was pre-corona. So I'm out in these streets too. So it's just, I get it. Like, and a lot of people are saying, oh, well, the second wave, it's going to hit us because we're going to reopen everything. Well, what do we do then, man? Like, are we going to is this going to be forever? Like, or do we just never do anything ever again? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, do we wait for vaccine? I don't know. But if they're allowing me, I'm going to be there,
Yeah.
So,
And
but
I
I'm
think
also curious, how does that go? Like, is there a lottery? What do you think? How are they going to do that? Like, or is tickets are going to be like more expensive? Like, what's the deal?
I'm sure they're going to take advantage of capitalism and all that.
Yes.
I didn't mean to say capitalism like that. Like, obviously, whatever. We're not getting into that. But,
Yeah.
I'm sure prices will be elevated because the teams still got to make their money, and they know if like there are a bunch of fans fighting for it, then that's what they're going to do. Supply and demand and all that.
Yep.
But I just think at first, like, people might be a little shy, and then I think after a few games and they see that, like, I guess it's not that bad, and then, I mean, just go and don't high five people and don't hug them, and just sit there, clap your own hands, and I don't know. I mean, like you said, wear a mask or whatever. Like it's good enough for Costco. Should be good enough for Dodger Stadium.
Yep. Let the games begin. I'm in. So shout out to Gallegos for his first call to the podcast. We appreciate it. We appreciate listening. But I'm with you, brother, and that sounds like Joe is as well. We're ready to be in the stands, and we'll follow whatever rules are set in place for us. But we're just ready to be in there. So.
You know what they should do is just come up with a body scan, like on.
I agree.
What was that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he went to Mars?
Recall?
Yeah, just make one of those body scans.
Right off the top.
Hell yeah, dude, you're on fire. And
you know what else was also great about Total Recall?
The 3 boobs.
The 3 boobs.
Yeah, make me wish I had 3 hands. Anyways, but yeah, we get one of those body scans you walk through, and then you can just see somebody's sick or they got a fever or whatever. Just sorry, man, you can get a voucher. For something else, you maybe go watch the Angels or something. That's what he wants to hear at Dodger Stadium.
Shit. Yeah, but thanks for the call, dude. We're with you. Let's get this shit going. Let's get in the stands. And let's just enjoy life again because shit sucks right now, sorta. Rolling on.
Hey y'all. I'm calling again to formally apologize, I suppose, because see, I thought I went easy on you guys. Really, I did. I really did. But I'm hearing from others that maybe I didn't. So that's my bad. I love y'all. Go ahead and use that $5 I sent you. Joe, I sent you $5. Jesse probably didn't fucking tell you because he ain't trying to be my secretary, even though I asked him to. But I Venmo'd you $5 to get some kettle chips. And Jesse, you go get candy or something. And we're just going to call this thing a truce. And I'm going to ignore any slander that comes out of this episode because I just ain't got the energy for real. And because I love y'all. And don't tell Emily and Marla that I called because they're trying to go to war for real. But anyways, I love you guys. I've had about 4 shots of tequila, 2 for each of you. That's how much I love you. I can't wait to hear the pod. You better play both these fucking voicemails too, because I left you 2. So I was gonna leave one last week, and I passed out. So this week you got 2. You're fucking welcome.
First off, don't tell me what to do. You got $5 in Venmo for some kettle chips, huh?
So just see, I don't have my alert set for my Venmo. So when I get any, like, it's rare that I get, except for when you say, "Hey, it's his fake birthday. Everybody give him money." And then, anyways, shout out to me for my real birthday coming up on Sunday.
Again, by the way,
yeah, Sunday, Mother's Day's the Seppi actual birthday. Anyways, this is off track. I did get the $5 for some kettle chips. So shout out to Ashlyn. I will never make fun of her voice again. I've never actually. I mean, I know it came off like that because I just got this thing where I sound like I'm an asshole. I'm sorry. I love the Southern drawl. Okay, I'm sorry that it comes off that I'm trying to make fun of it. It's because I want to have one myself. That's the thing.
I mean, I'm with you.
And so I'm down for the truce, as long as there is no more slander from the MBE side of this battle that used to be. I'm down to put my arrows in my satchel or whatever they quiver.
Quiver, yeah.
Do you think I'm a bow and arrow guy or a crossbow guy, or what do you think I am, like flamethrower guy?
No, if the end of the world comes, apocalypse hits, I think I could see you as a longbow type of guy. I will be the sword guy.
Longbow? What's a longbow?
Like Robin Hood style. Like you will be like snipering.
Bow and arrow.
Yeah,
bow
longbow.
Okay. I thought a longbow was like the staff, like Donatello had.
Okay, well, a bow and arrow, but I want like the longer ones that like the.
Oh yeah, not like
I don't
Daryl
want like
from
a compound bow. Nah, and I don't want you to have a fucking crossbow because that's cheating. I want you to be like pulling them from your quiver.
Or when Kevin Costner did the thing where he like took the 2 arrows out, had to shoot them both guys, and he ripped the feathers off with his teeth, and he did that, and he split them, and just, oh god, man, that movie was awesome.
I love Robin Hood, Kevin Costner, Robin Hood.
Oh yeah, that's the only one
Costner movies.
Huh?
I love all Kevin Costner movies.
I've never seen it for Love of the Game though.
You're right. That one's kind of whatever. I've seen it like when it's on MOV Network. I'll kind of just turn it on, but not pay attention. But
you're not a fan of it.
Nah, Waterworld.
Dude, I liked Waterworld. You didn't like it? Okay. No, I know we got a lot of slander because it was like really expensive and it didn't make all the money they wanted to. But man, every time it came on Stars, I was down.
Same here. Yeah, war's over, I guess. But let me just say, the slander did get pretty off the wall on that last episode there. Dude, they spent a good 20
minutes.
During our podcast was just talking about my rights as a citizen of the United States of America, someone profiting off of my intellectual property, but you guys just like went off on me. Like I had to reevaluate my life after the episode. Because I felt like such a giant piece of shit.
You know how hard it is to teledoc your therapist? Like that's what I had to do. I couldn't dial the number through the tears. It was very hurtful. They came after me. I was supposed to be the wholesome one, and they were like throwing axes and blades and all kinds of things at me. I was like, dadgum.
Yeah, but the twosome that is the Let Me Just Say podcast, we put that behind us. We didn't want to be, we might have not thrown the first punch, and we might have been sucker punching our chin, but we just, we looked past it, and we're just here to say that we appreciate y'all as fellow podcasters, and we're just here to,
lift each other up. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. So.
But if I ever hear another thing that says "fuck Giuseppe" on another podcast, the arrows come back out, and I'll be spitting feathers all over the place.
Yeah, our fingers are still on the trigger, so
safety's on though.
Yeah, tread lightly.
Trigger discipline, that's key.
Thanks for the $5.
Thanks for the $5, man. I can't wait to spend.
Make sure you get some jalapeno tips.
Dude, we're going straight to the first game I bet on.
Oh, look who it is.
Oh, our boy?
Hi, Jesse and Joe. Hi, Jesse. Hi, Joe. It's Ashlyn and Marla.
Oh.
Do you love us? Do you miss us?
No, they probably hate us by now.
Probably so. This is the third voicemail they're getting from me this week, so sorry about your luck, guys.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I got to run that back.
Alma?
Yeah, did she say Marla?
She said Marla, but that's definitely Alma's voice.
Yeah, is Ashlyn drunk right now? Like, what? This is from 5:30 today. I'm gonna run that back because I'm pretty sure that's Alma. And why is she?
It's Alma.
Yeah.
Hi, Jesse and Joe.
Or maybe it was the draw.
Jesse. Hi, Joe.
That's not Marla.
Ashlyn and Marla. Do you love
Almost
us?
probably. What the fuck?
Yeah, suck it.
No, they probably hate us by now. Probably so. This is the third voicemail they're getting from me this week, so sorry about your luck, guys. You're welcome for the content. I know, right? I'm not drunk or high this time, guys, or kinda. I don't know. But I guess I'll just tell them. I want to say thank you guys because thanks to your podcast, I met Ashlyn and we're like BFFs now. Like we're gonna go out to Nashville and like kick so much ass. So it's amazing. I don't know. We should invite them.
What?
I don't
Who's
know.
Ashlyn?
Maybe. I mean, Jesse doesn't even like hockey, so what's the point?
Oh, hockey.
I don't even know if they would be able to hang with us. That's the thing. That's definitely probably not going to be able to be true. Joe would have to go home and go to sleep. We would lose Jesse somewhere. That's true. Well, we
Get
just
the fireball out.
say hi and bug you guys. And that we love you and we appreciate you guys because you gave me like a bunch of new girlfriends, Jesse. I really, really, really appreciate it. Yeah, like thanks, like seriously, thanks to you guys' podcast, like I've met a ton of like awesome people that I've talked to like every day, and I don't know what I would do without them during this fucking quarantine. I'm fucking saying, bro.
Is that it?
So we love you
Nope.
guys. Hope you have a wonderful podcast today. I hope you didn't talk too much shit about me before I called them up to fucking 3 voicemails. So if you did, I take back all this nice stuff. Seriously, me too.
Nice stuff.
Love you guys.
I think I appreciate the call, ladies, and I love y'all too. We need to reevaluate what Ashlyn's description of nice stuff is because that podcast or that voicemail, she just said that you'd go home and have to go to bed instead of watching a hockey game, and I would get lost.
Yeah,
So-
I would lose you or something instead
Yeah.
of no man left behind or whatever my motto is.
But ladies, thanks for the call. We appreciate you. Like, and I mean, thank you for. I know I often like will tweet out like you're welcome for like bringing a bunch of you guys together, which I'm not going to be humble and say that I don't because I think I'm the gateway to a couple different fan bases, and my ability to talk shit but still capture the hearts and minds of other fan bases is just something that is true. So you're welcome for the new friends. You said thank you, so I'm saying you're welcome. I'm not saying it as an arrogant asshole, but Joe and I just have the ability to I piss people off, he makes them happy, and we bring them together. So here we are. We thank you guys for being listeners, and you're welcome. But I really don't know if I want to share all my new friends, so I have to reevaluate whether I'm actually happy about that you guys are becoming friends, because I feel like what's happening is then you guys turn around and make fun of me, which is not exactly how I plan things to go. But I don't know. What do you got?
I love the part where you said, "I'm not going to be humble." So that was a great line. And I'm happy everybody's happy. So you guys make all the friends. And the more you send me $5 for kettle chips that I'll turn into gambling debt, the better I feel. So we love you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for the shout out, ladies. Or I don't know what that was, but
Dude,
yeah.
what'd you do today? Did you do some kind of trap workout on the low or what?
No, why is it? Are they?
Dude, yeah. They're looking good. What'd you do today? Anything?
Nothing. I went on a nice long walk earlier today.
No, that's
down
not
the
going to
strip.
bulk you
No,
up.
I know.
What'd you
I
do?
haven't lifted today.
You
But
just found like a tree that fell over. You started pressing it.
that is my favorite workout exercise. I don't want to have traps where like, excuse
move
me,
your
it doesn't
neck.
look like I have no neck. Like
Yeah.
I don't want Goldberg, but I mean, I do. I'm a fan of traps. So and you hyping my traps up right now, it's kind of making my wiener move.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, last voicemail. We're gonna pass 2 hours, so it's your guys' fault though. You guys have these fucking rambling voicemails where you're telling us that you love us, so keep them coming. But if you turned off the podcast 35 minutes ago, it's your fault because you left us the voicemail. So
Also, we can't contend with people that are spamming us with DHL package information
Yeah.
or whatever.
I have no idea why the Asian lady was on my voicemail saying that my DHL package was ready. So something shady is going on. Oh. Oh.
Oh. Please stand by while we navigate these technical difficulties.
Just wondering, is there a TV show that we would be surprised to know that you watch? Okay, have a great show. Love you guys. Bye.
So that was our friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You were talking when she said that because my fat finger couldn't hit play fast enough. So you were trying to fill the dead air. But that was our friend Leslie. Very, very big fan of the show. Long-time listener, long-time caller, long-time texter, long-time person who tells me I don't like enough of her stuff. But her question for us, and I'm going to let you go first. Is there any television shows that people would be surprised to learn that you enjoy?
So we're talking about like regular TV or Netflix or what?
Whatever. Yeah, wherever you want to spend it. And then nowadays, I think that's all just one. Whatever you.
So here's the thing. Like, if we weren't in a pandemic, I literally only want to watch sports. I know some people, or a lot of people, get out. They'll go watch The Bachelor or whatever. I can't get down with reality. I used to love Survivor and all Big Brother, all that stuff. Yeah. But lately, I just need sports and that's it. But whenever we are about to move and are going to buy a house, which has been a lot in the past 5 years, I get that. I don't know why, but like I get the little thing in my brain that wants to watch like HGTV. There's a show called Love It or List It, and there's other ones where they're buying and selling houses. Mm-hmm. And I'll just sit there. I'll watch that shit for like 3 hours straight and just be like, Bill is a freaking paper airplane designer, and Megan, she likes to put Post-it notes on her forehead in her spare time. Their budget is $1.3 million, and they're gonna hate every house that they get shown. And they're gonna be way over their budget, but they're gonna end up making it work and whatever. But yeah, those are the kind of shows I like that might surprise people.
Yeah, I too enjoy those programs. And I love that. Oh yeah, I love HGTV. Yeah. And I pretend that like I know. I'm like, oh, that backsplash is amazing. I'm like at the end of the episode, I'm like grading the house, like oh, I love it all. But I think one of the things that I enjoy, it's like a guilty pleasure of mine, and like I have no real semblance of any knowledge of this outside of it, is I love car TV shows, like where they're like restoring old cars, but like I'm not really a car guy. Like I appreciate the hell out of a nice car, but I am not mechanically inclined. Like I don't know, like if you tell me like this is a Hemi fucking with 4 bar with like all this jumbo, like the work, I don't know, like I don't know anything about it. I see a nice car and I'm like, that fucking car is nice. But I love restoration shows. Like I've been watching a couple of those on Netflix, and I don't talk about cars, like you wouldn't have guessed I'm a car guy, like but and I'm not really a car guy, but I love restoration shows. I don't know why. I mean, I just love seeing those guys turn fucking a rusty ass piece of shit into this dope ass ride. But I also too am a fan of like all HGTV. Like give it to me all, feed me all those house shows.
The main cabin builders and all that. Yeah. Those guys, you seen that shit? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of the car thing though, I don't know what my look is, but a lot of guys think that I must have a grease ball looking, like a, ready to call him shade tree mechanic or whatever. But they'll like, I'll just be standing there minding my own business, not even looking at a car, and they'll be like, oh, that thing's got a 454 with a 30-liter gallon overhead cam shafting mechanism. And I'm just like, I used to, sorry. But, and I used to be like, just nod like, oh, damn, son, but now I'm just like, I got to stop you right there. I can't listen to any more of this because my brain hurts. And I'm just going to tell you, I have no idea. Like, I know I drive that big truck behind me. All I do is turn the wheel and make sure it's got oil in it. I don't know how it works. I don't know what's firing what. There's little explosions going on in there, whatever. Things are cranked. Other things are hooked to other parts that spin around. That's great. That's all I needed to do to get me from here to there.
Yeah. I mean, believe me, I wish I could say that I know what you're talking about when you tell me it's got a big block with a with a with a I don't know, four banger. I don't know. Like I wish I knew all those words, but I don't. But I appreciate the shit out of the hard work and effort that goes into creating those. And I think just I love it because like most of those TV shows, like those dudes are just down to earth, like regular Joes. So I can relate to them a little bit more when they're like bent over fixing something and I'm watching it on Netflix and their whole butt crack is just hanging out. And I'm like, this is real. This happens to me when I bend over, my butt crack comes out, you know? So they're just a little bit more relatable than some other TV shows. And they're like just they ain't hiking their pants up or nothing. Like Netflix is just zooming in on this dude changing out a pair of tires.
And none of them are wearing gloves, and their hands are just black and filthy. And then they do a little bit of the degreaser on them or whatever, and their hands are still black. And they're like, all right, I'm gonna go eat some lunch now with these black ass dirty hands.
Like for life, your hands are just. That's the one thing about mechanics, man. Like God bless you guys because they
got to be immune to everything.
Yeah, dude, your fingers are gross as fuck, man. I'm sorry, bro. Figure it out, man. But your black ass and your you can never get the shit out from underneath your fingernails. Like it's
I have the same problem. I have to keep mine super short because I recently ditched the gloves because I saw online somebody, I think it was Facebook. There's the thing anyway. Somebody called them bitch mittens, and so I was like, I'm not wearing bitch mittens.
You can't even wear mechanics they even consider mechanics gloves. You know, I'm talking about the brand right? Mechanics. Like those gloves are dope and they're nice. Those are bitch gloves.
Yeah, bitch mittens. And so the thing with my job is I go through like a pair of my gloves won't last 2 loads. That's what she said. And so I'm like, I think I'm just gonna stop spending money on them until it gets real cold or something because it's just not worth it. Because I've done a few, probably the last week and a half I've done with no gloves, and I feel like I have more control and I'm getting my calluses back and I don't have little sissy hands. So let's go. No more bitch mittens 2020. Could that be a shirt? No bitch mittens 2020?
Sure,
like
but
no white woman 2020. But no
can I just let you know that I don't want you to let Facebook control your life. So if your hands are hurting and cracking and stuff like that, I need you to not be too tough for bitch mittens.
Listen, don't judge me here, but I bought some industrial strength hand cleaner at Home Depot the other day. You know, the gritty orange stuff.
Yeah, you like pump it out. Yeah, I actually like that stuff.
It specifically says it rehydrates your skin or something. Don't tell anybody because I know those mechanics they wash their hands with like WD-40 and like 30 weight oil or something and gravel.
You mix WD-30, some fucking leftover oil and gravel, and that's their cleanly. It's like your hands just got dirtier, bro. But shout out to y'all for being smarter than me because I couldn't. If you put me in a shop and you were like, dude, I need this car running, I'd be like, well, I'll push it down a hill, but that's about it. I ain't fucking gonna ever be able to figure out how to start it up. So, that's all we got, man. That's the we're all out of voicemails. We're over the 2-hour mark, so nobody's even hearing this anymore. But
but that last 10 minutes was dope. It's too bad nobody heard it.
Yep. And
bitch minutes.
I need to get more active on Facebook. I kind of miss it. It's hard to be very active on Twitter and active on Facebook, and it just consumes my life. But Facebook is just another level of shit being said and talked, and
it's corny, but
it's the Wild Wild West.
It is.
But I had fun. Yep. Thanks for being the topic, man. Thanks for running the show again. This is 2 weeks in a row, 2 episodes in a row. Episode 69 last week, and then episode 69 this week that Joe has hosted and done a great job with the topics. So we might have to keep that going. He's just better at podcasting than me. So
false, fake news.
But thanks everybody for calling in. I'm gonna let you. Yeah, I'm gonna let you. You have a monologue to end your second week in a row podcast episode?
Oh yeah, big time monologue coming up. So after 2 hours, you guys probably don't want to hear any more, and so we just appreciate you listening and calling in and interacting, and we love you guys. And we'll see you next week. You should play the Chicago Bulls intro song.
It was already on, bro. It's crazy how much we think alike because I've been I've been thinking about using it. I almost used it last week, but we had unsolved mysteries. So it's such a great song. It fucking hypes me up. Yeah, I will. All right. But I'm not gonna cut it out.
You're not gonna cut any of this out?
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, love you guys.
Love you.
All right,
I love them, but I love you more. I need you to love that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I love you.
All right. What's your height and where are you from? Real quick.
My height?
Yeah, so I can say it when I'm gonna.
Actually, I measured myself today. 6'1" and just a smidge over the 6'1" mark.
What's your high school? What was the
Timberline Blazers?
Timberline Blazers. All right. Yeah. Love you.
97 league champs, Narrows league champs. I was 3-1. Love you.
Love you too.
Okay. Don't tell anybody.